Welcome, everybody, to day 17, I think, of our Forza Motorsport 2 Let's Play. There's not a whole lot left to do. We are nearing the end. I don't plan on doing the arcade stuff because there's nothing really to unlock that isn't in the arcade. And unlike GT3, it has nothing to do, I hope, with career progression. So if we get it all done today, then we're done. If we don't get it all done today, because we've already been streaming for 2 hours, it kind of depends on, like, how many retries everything here is going to take. Because R2 and R1 stuff in this game can be pretty hard. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is. Depending on the track. But, so, what I'm going to do is if we don't get it all done today, and there's a part 18, what I'm going to do is probably do some drifting after, and like do some drift builds and stuff. And really kind of like throw back into what got me into where I am now, if it wasn't for Forza 2. If we end up getting it all done today, I might do that next week, but we do have a new game on the way. For those who are in the Discord or saw my Twitter, you'll know what it is. For those who watch the VODs, you'll know what it is. It's F-Zero. We're going to play F-Zero. I was debating playing it on the Switch. But I think I am going to play it on the N64 because it's just more fun. That, and I'll have a cartridge with a like completed F-Zero save file on it, which is nice. I like that feeling in my bones and my stomach. But let's just get it over with, I guess. R2 at sunset. This actually is going to be really fun. Oh, no. No. I want to do the other way. I want to do R2 Professional Series first because I forgot. Everything here are like really good car unlocks. This is a really V12 that's another R1 car, and then I want to use this Ferrari in the R1 Endurance because it's cool. Also, they used to do tournaments that anybody could qualify for. They would have like an open time trial leaderboard, and if you had a certain time by like the end of the week or the end of the month, I don't remember, there used to be a race that you get invited to. That happened to me one time, and it was in that Ferrari, so that is kind of a special car to me. Dude, Racer, I don't think you understand how cool it is to have somebody who actually watches the VODs be here. Not that, like, there's anything wrong if you're not a VOD enjoyer. It's fine. It's just, like, I always upload those going, why am I taking time out of my day doing this? No one's going to watch this shit. And now I have somebody here that's proving me wrong. It's a series, right? What tracks are in here? Celine's got the Ferrari. There's poop in the pipes. That's what I said. Because I want to take the Porsche, but it's 400 pounds lighter than everything else. But it's down on horsies. Like, very down on horsies. Chat, what do we think? MC12 or the Porsche? We've driven... I think we've driven everything else in the game... I mean, maybe not the Zonda. What's up, Reaper? I don't know, Chad, I'm open to suggestions. We've driven the Corvette, and we've driven the McLaren, not the race car, but technically. So I'm not interested in either of these. So either the MC12 or the Zonda or the Porsche. Porsche, whatever you want to say. How you been? I can't complain, Alex. Hope you're well. Zonda. Oh, we'll try the Zonda. I feel like it's not going to be very good, but... Okay, we'll be fine. There's no, like, straight-up powered course, so I think we'll be fine. I could have picked the Porsche. I think we would have been all right, but... The only thing I was worried about is that we had to do, like, Sunset Oval or something. So I'm like, if we're in the Strassen, that's not the Strassen version. It's the race car. We would have got walked. So, we're starting in the middle. Interdusting. Watch the VOD. See, again, I super appreciate it. That's why I post them now. A lot of these games that I've been posting on my YouTube channel, which you can follow at youtube.com/Aeroteq, are all games that I've already played through on stream, but just figured, who the hell would want to watch a VOD of me? Ow! Excuse me. The Italians are fighting. YouTube content for me just long enough they cut off the time of actually sleeping. It's just not something I ever thought to do. I was like, it's just like an imposter syndrome type thing. I was like, oh yeah, nobody want to watch fucking VODs of me. Let's playing games. That's stupid. And some people are like, are you ever gonna upload? I'm like, I thought about uploading them to like my main YouTube channel, my old main channel, I guess. And I was like, no, I don't want to like have a bunch of videos that only have like 5 views. But the VOD channel, for what it is, does pretty well. For having less than 1,000 subscribers to average like almost 100 views a video, I'm not upset about that. It's worth the effort. And like I said, it's really cool when somebody comes in and is like, hey, thanks for uploading the VODs. They're fun to watch, or I put them on when I sleep, or when I'm working, or when you're not streaming, or whatever. Either way. Holy moly! Sergio Perez! These are really interesting to drive. Because the R4s and the R3s are pretty planted as race cars. The R2s are like where they start to get a little bit less safe to drive. Six tips. I think the quad exhaust on the race car is just for show, but don't quote me on that. You don't tell John Watercooler what he can and can't do. I need room. Still too close. We'll go for it again. Not this time. Just kidding. Yeah, they're gonna get me back here anyway. All right, FIA, I gave the position back. It's all legal now. Oh, they saw it coming. I am playing the game on hard, Rob, as well. The AI are like very, very easy when it comes to street cars, but once you have them in race cars, they're pretty competent. Well, I don't know if competent's the right word, but they're much quicker. That was awful. And even though this is a championship, I do have to win every race. Well, I don't have to. But I'll have to come back and redo them if I don't, so. Incontinent. Yeah, they don't know when to pee. You're right. That may have been on a computer, but that was still slick. Nah, for reasons I can't explain, I do know what that word means. It is just like I don't have control over my, like, bowel movements. It could be poop, pee, doesn't matter. Let's just say I was using a word incorrectly for a while. It's time to pass the Americans. High definition piss jugs. Way the road, Rand. Or Rick. Not Randy. Why would he be talking to Randy? It's a pretty close race for first, too. Like the S7 and the Corvette. Apex way too early. The man is in a chair, Drew. It is done. Dude, I'm buying a shower head today. I'm so stoked. My roommate wants one of those, like, not Rob, but the other one. Wants one of those shower heads that's like the removable. You know what I'm talking about? The ones like on the hose. So she can take it off and like wash her hair. Also, it makes cleaning the tub like a million times easier. And we'd have two in the house. One's from IKEA and didn't have like the right bracket, so we couldn't use it. And the other one she's like, it just needs to be installed. And I tried to do it when I cleaned the bathroom on Tuesday, and either we're missing pieces, or I like broke something while trying to set it up. Either way, the one that I'm gonna get is like a regular shower head, and on the back you press a button and it goes into cleaning mode, and it just like is a jet of water. That is gonna make cleaning the shower so much easier. You know, Colt, what she uses it for is up to her, all right? She's an adult. She's been through a lot. She deserves it. Just a baboon. If you're like coming up in a weird spot, it's like a hey, I'm here. But people on iRacing just assume it means like I'm passing, get out of my way. Like in sim racing, it's really annoying. They're like, oh hey, even though we're like on the oval of Daytona and you don't have to move, I will flash you anyway. Need my vacuum too. Would you like to clean your bare floor? You have selected high carpet. Thank you, Roberta. Vacuum bag full. I liked being flashed. Something napkin, something named Requise. That is a hell of a reference if anyone gets it. You know, Aaron, I feel like your vacuum could be full, but it's not going to stop you from sucking. I was a joke about blowjobs, ladies and gentlemen, if in case you're curious. It's true. I know my audience. All right, we have one chance to make this work. You have selected floor mode. Does anyone have like a semi-fancy vacuum that has two different, like, ours has like a turn doodad on it, where if you're doing like very like high carpet, it moves the stuff inside up, and if you're doing like bare like hardwood floors, it moves down. You guys ever set it to floor mode and then forget to set it back to carpet mode? Put it on the carpet and it starts going like it's fighting for its goddamn life. Me all the time. I'm an idiot. It's fine. All right, we got one chance at this. We had one chance at this. Hold on. It's not over yet. It's over now. If I was like a car length closer, I will not spend as much time fapping around with the Ferrari. Take it. Dude, you'll actually ruin your vacuum doing that. You'll burn out the old motor. The one I have for down here is just like a really shitty like one I got at Walmart for 20 bucks. But the one we use, oh fuck, the one we use for the house is like, I don't remember if my roommate bought it or we just acquired it by roommates leaving shit. Was it 68? Yep. Thank you, Reaper. Who do we have in this race, by the way? Bertolini Cox. Bertolini is not in the Ferrari, surprisingly. Kagayama Raffanel, that's the guy from Soul Calibur. Borcheller, Ramos, and Beretta. Gun! I have caned opinions. Do your opinions suck? The best part about having a stream deck, and this is the only reason I wanted one, is so I can make whatever jokes I want and don't look at the chat hoping somebody laughs. I've had a piece of carpet, Nick, like, rip off, and that almost happened. The vacuum was like, I'm like, oh, that's bad. That can't be good. I'm leaving. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry, that joke blows. I don't know why you guys laughing sounds exactly the same every time, but thanks. Not as much as me. It's July. Put it away, Skittle Squad. Your name is not John Cena. Your time is not now. AI does not like when you try and pass here. Whoops. Aaron, I've been leaning into Skittle Squad for the past couple of days. I'm going to give, I'm not sure if it was her, but I'll give Olivia by God Hayward the credit on this one. The credit. Shoot me. In Minecraft. I got you, Ghosty. I'm mad that I made my coffee, like, slightly too strong. There's too many beans. Or grounds, I guess. It's a little bit of time. Skittle Squad mean? Skittles. The rainbow. But I'm pretty sure it was Ohei that posted the meme with the, like, homophobic dog saying, "Pack it up, Skittle Squad." I went, that's funny. And I proceeded to make it my entire personality for a few weeks, like I do with most jokes that I steal from my friends. I read that as gay Pepsi. So Pepsi? Oh, wow. A lot happened there. You see? Hello, Donkey. My favorite hooved individual. Pepis gone woke. Technically, we're all woke, unless you're watching this while sleeping. And if you are, good night. Tucks you in ASMR. More than one person has sent me the cute boyfriend tucks you in and then drops 15 lead pipes meme. What does that mean? What do they mean by that? Funny. There's a pattern now. Actually, I was going to try and describe this to you. Furry uwu copy pasta. Is it this one?
Please give me huggy wuggies. Uwu.
I have the rest of it cut out because I will scoop my own brains out. I now have boyfriend tucks you in lead pipe in my search history for forever. Yeah, this is the video. Again, at least 3 different people have sent me this video.
There you go. All tucked in now.
Sounds like a child.
You had a long day, didn't you? You deserve a good nap.
Sounds like an actual 12-year-old.
Oh,
There it is. I should have not had a full blast. I'm sorry.
At least I only dropped 14 of them.
And then the ad starts. Sometimes the funniest things are not on purpose. Reaper, that's not the point. Why, though? Oh, hey. Ah! Six-hour stream randomly interrupted by Bad to the Bone riff. I forget. Somebody sent it to me. Again, a few people have sent it to me the last, like, month. Reaper. Don't hit me! And the night that somebody sent it to me where I thought it was, like, very funny, Rob had a, homemade chicken. You made the chicken yourself? You bred it from when it was a child? That was poor wording. You created the chicken? You hatched it? Did you sit on it? Did you keep it warm with your buns? Or did you use a heating lamp like one of these woke? But yeah, Rob had a friend stay over, and it was the night we had ESDA. And ESDA, like, it was the Asia region, so we started late. And then we haven't done a Swiss bracket ever, so it ran really long. It was an 8-hour broadcast. So it was like 2:45 in the morning by the time we were done. I am very safe, if you know what I mean. And I forgot Rob had texted me like, hey, I have a buddy who's got to like work in the morning and is from Montreal and doesn't want to drive all the way back to Montreal and then drive all the way back here in the morning. They're going to stay on the couch in the living room. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but that usually means I have to be quiet. But because I was safe, I forgot. I went and ordered McDonald's because nothing else was open and I didn't want to cook with this dude in our fucking living room. So the McDonald's delivery driver was late. Not his fault. There was a music festival that just let out, so I know that McDonald's was full of people. But put the bag, like, in front of my door, so I couldn't open the door because the bag was right in front of it. So I'm upstairs. I had the peace of mind to open the front door quietly, and then as soon as I saw the bag, I started going, fuck! Like, I didn't yell, but I was like, fuck. Fucking bullshit, motherfucker. And I like kind of like shamble out of the door and grab it and like shamble out of the door or shamble back in with my bag. And I tried to close the door all quiet and then I closed the door loud. I'm like, shit, like out loud. And I went, oh fuck, he's sleeping right there. It's like trying to tiptoe downstairs. So yes, that is very me core. Blade immediately got let down. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe Grid 2019. I was excited for Grid to come back and then like liked it at first, and then the more I played it, the worse it got. Dirt 4 has got to be up there too. Racer, we used to watch in a Discord Hell's Kitchen with that video playing in the background. So it was very funny for Gordon to be like, I love your dish. And the chef's like, really, chef? He goes, no, just fucking joking. It was shit. And then you hear in the background. Like, when it times it right, incredible. It's art. Sometimes it's just at random moments and it's not funny. Sometimes it's at the best moments and without trying, and it's very funny. Let's see. Ghosty, aren't you like 12? This house has a strict 21 plus policy, and the fact that I do not know how to speak to teenagers. It's like that My Chemical Romance song was about me, and now I've been both people in that song now. I've been the teenager, and now I am the teenagee. The rednecks, Alberta. Where I'm from is pretty redneck too. The difference is it's a lot of cosplayers. Oh, like, okay, never mind. I didn't read the whole comment. I'd still say Alberta a little bit, but they're a lot more like Texas redneck. You know what I mean? Not like, howdy, y'all. You want some cobbler? I know what you're talking about. Canadians. Tank. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to say this. I'm going to spawn a Ringo. Bear with me here. Not, what's the word I'm looking for? The Maritimes. So like Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. They're all, I wouldn't say they're all, like, I don't know if redneck is the proper term, but like they live in towns with a population of like 12. They're like, I don't know. I fish my fish, and then I eat the fish, and then I don't need to eat. Oh, no. Have you ever heard anybody from, like, out east talk? You know, like when people make fun of a Canadian accent, like, "Ooh, how's it going, eh?" Like, they sound like cartoon characters. Yeah, that's just people from the east. That's just a Newfoundland accent. But in terms of, like, their friendliness, hospitality, They're just like, hey, we're from a small town. We have never thought it in like a negative thought in our entire life. Our main stress is if the lobster catch is going to be good this season, and if not, oh well. Like, the last time we saw tragedy was the fucking Titanic. Yeah. The government, because it's like expensive to live. I remember, Racer, because I went to school for journalism, and my professor, bless his heart, and hers, it was Joe and Julie. I forget both their last names at the moment. But wonderful human beings, especially Julie. Helped me through a lot. They would post job openings to grads after our first year, basically. Like, they would say, hey, there's a job opening here, there's a job opening here. Everything up north costs $1 million, but because it's so remote, the government's like, here's a lot of extra money to live here. Like, yeah, there's not, like, I don't think there's a city of, like, 100,000 people. But I remember the job to work at a newspaper, or the newspaper, I guess, in Nunavut, which is a territory, was a mind-boggling amount of money. And then the government was like, hey, do you want to live up there? Here's, like, a percentage of your salary bonus a year to please live up here. Please, for the love of God, live up here. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you don't even need to work. Like, they will actively just pay you to live there. But you're, like, in the Arctic Circle. It could be night for 4 days. Like, so, yes and no. Like, there is a lot of reason to live there, but it's still, no matter how much money they pay you, it still sucks. Real thick Irish. Do you want to know why? And you want to know who settled that area of the country? It's almost like there's a reason for that. It's probably Irish mixed with French with a little bit of, like, Scandinavian mixed in. Oh, yeah, this is technically an American car. It raced in IMSA. Mafia car? Is there a story behind this? Holy shit, we're moving. Can I dive up the inside here? Ooh. American Italian. I can't believe we got a Corvette, a C7 Gabagoo in third place. I literally just finished watching The Sopranos like less than a year ago. Cisco was watching, like, all of the kills from the big, I won't spoil the show just in case. It is really good. I know it's been out for forever, but I had The Sopranos never spoiled for me, so I won't be that guy for anybody else. But there's, like, a main story arc, and obviously it's a fucking mob show, people die. So it's just a compilation from, like, the last 2 seasons of everybody dying, and, like, what leads up to, like, what they do to get themselves put, like, what's the word I'm looking for? What they do to get themselves have a hit put on them, and then the hit itself. So let's say, like, this one dude, like, fucks somebody else's wife. It'll show the scene where he's like, I'm gonna fuck this guy's wife. And then it'll cut to the next scene and be like, he fucked my wife. And then it'll cut to the next scene like, blam! Like, it was... I woke up in New Jersey and came out to, like, our little living room in our hotel when he was watching that, and I fucking cackled laughing. And now I want to watch the show all over again. Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Would that not technically be Quebec? Because it's literally a different language? Yeah, if it's just, like, super thick accent where you can't understand what they're saying, yeah, out east, the worse it gets. People from, like, Alberta and stuff are just, like, have a little bit of a stereotypical Canadian accent, but it's nothing crazy. Like, they just say about instead of about. It's not wild, but Yeah, dude. You go to Newfoundland, dude, it's woo. Good luck. I'm cheating, but you forced me. That's called gaslighting. You know what, Lance? That's not my fault. You know what you did? You Sebring. This is Daytona, actually. What's up, Lamp? Welcome back. I did see the Jimmy thing, by the way. I just remembered that you put it in chat, and I think I was talking about something, and then I was like, oh, I'll respond to this later. I never do that. It's a good show, Aaron. It's like any show of that, like, of that style where it starts off a little bit slow, and then season 3 it all kicks off and then just does not let up for 3 seasons. That's to the homie. I wish I would have had time last weekend because I would have went to Montreal to see him. What did I watch it on? My TV, smiley face. I would never condone piracy of a television show, smile. But I think HBO, whatever the fuck, is not legal here. Or not, it doesn't exist here. It might, I don't know. But I was like, you know what? It's not one of the 3 subscription things I'm paying for. Yar har fiddly dee, being a pirate is alright to me. Shout out to Amazon. They made some good batteries. I put these batteries in my controller like 3 parts ago, and they're only... Oh, my God. I would have played so much Call of Duty if I would have had these as a kid. Do we have any word when the next season of Fallout's going to be out, by the way? I'm not a big TV guy anymore, but I do like Fallout. And, I'm from Scotland. Much about Canada. That's fine. Not really a country people learn about. I mean, maybe a little bit with like World War II stuff. But that's kind of it. Aaron, I was surprised at how much I liked it. And like, I was very skeptical. I was like, nah, they're going to fuck this up. They're going to fuck this up like every other company that's ever had a video game TV show that I've ever watched. I haven't... Apparently Last of Us is good. I've never played the game or seen the show, so... I would like to rectify that one day. My roommate's got all of them. She says they're great, so... But, I was like, yeah, they're gonna fuck this up. And then literally within the first scene of the Fallout show, I went, you know what? Oh, nice. I don't think they fucked this up. Watch Twisted Metal. I didn't think I'd like it, so I didn't bother. I like the, like, more gritty, like, Twisted Metal black style of Twisted Metal, where it's, like, serial killers and, like, really dark and like, a serious tone. And what I saw in the previews, that was, like, Twisted Metal was going to be hella goofy and silly. And they're like, yeah, the plot is... It's a delivery mission. There's no tournament. At first glance, again, things have changed. I don't want to spoil anything. But I looked on the IMDb, and there was no IMDb for Calypso. And I'm like, Calypso's the fucking guy. He's the only real recurring character in the whole fucking thing. Is it really, Tank? I got it for like 12 bucks. I got a really good deal on mine then, I guess. It was a long time ago. I almost wonder, like, a lot of the games that I did not pay a whole lot of money for, if I go, like, I think I paid, this is Canadian, $70 for F-Zero GX when I bought it. I went to the exact same store I was just at, or I bought it from, and it's like 160 bucks now. It's doubled in value since I bought it. I don't know. I'm kind of in that frame too, where I'm like, I used to get really bad nightmares from very violent scenes in movies and TV as a kid. Like, I forget. No, I remember this. I saw it on Mythbusters, but they were trying to test the myth of, like, if you put a toaster in the bath, would it actually kill you? And I guess it was a scene from a Chucky movie. And it literally, and I'm not joking, I think I was younger than 10, but it gave me nightmares for weeks and I couldn't sleep. There was this, me and my stepdad and my brother were watching, or my stepbrother, the step dudes were watching, like, the new Rambo, like the first reboot. And there's a scene with a minigun where it just tears a bunch of people in half. That gave me nightmares for weeks. Like, so I'm a lot better than I used to be, because my brain is like, that's not real. You know what I mean? When I was younger, my brain went, I know that's not real, but my God, that looks real. And, like, I remember one time I was at my friend's house, and they're like, we should watch Saw, and I didn't want to seem like a pussy. So I watched, like, the first scene with them, even though I was like, I don't like horror movies, guys. Like, it gives me nightmares. I don't like it. They're like, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay. I watched the first scene. It was, like, some person cutting their arm off, and it looked so fake. Like, the color of the blood was wrong. As soon as they start cutting into their arm, it looks like a fake arm. I still got nightmares from that. So I'm not super into shows that are, like, just violent for the sake of being violent, but a lot of people are, to be fair. I mean, not a whole lot of people watch slasher movies for the plot, you know what I mean? I'm sure some people do, but scary monster kill children is kind of been done to death. It's the kills and the way they get killed that's the fun part. Holy shit, what's up, Evan? Gross for the sake of being gross. Some people fucking love that. Every girl I've ever tried to flirt with, oh my God, with a Vampire Freaks account, I've all been super into, like, very gory horror movies. I could never do it. It freaked me out as a kid, and I'm just like, I'm an adult, so I know better. Why put myself into that scenario? In the era of deep fakes, I'm not surprised special effects is that good anymore. And I've watched like horror movies and stuff since, but for me too, like when I was a kid, if I got attached to the character and the character got like obliterated, it would really screw me up. Like when I was really young, even if the characters were like stupid, you know? I don't know how else to describe it. Even like if the character was written so poorly, like, his name's Chad Dude, bro. He hates women. He drinks light beer and shits on lawns. I'd still be like, no, not Chad. He had an exam next week. No. Meat sacks, like they just drop. See, it's funny because, like, a character you absolutely hated. Walt from Breaking Bad. And that's why that show is so good. Maybe not the dying part, but the reason I like shows like Breaking Bad and The Sopranos so much is because it starts off and you like the character. And then as the character develops, it's not like they change a whole lot. You just start to see like a different side of them and go, wait a minute. Actually, no, that's not true for Walt, because Walt gets, like, consumed by his alter ego, you know what I mean? Even Tony, too, as soon as Tony's, like, the boss, he's like, I'm the boss, and just starts acting like a dick for no reason sometimes. I really like shows that challenge your perception. Or pieces of media, I should say. I think that's why I like a certain... you guys ever watch, like, Making a Murderer? Not that specifically, but shows like that? Like, mini-series or documentaries based on, like, whodunits? I started watching Better Call Saul. Oh, they're side by side. But never finished it. But I love that shit. Where, like, maybe the first episode... again, I don't really remember how Making a Murderer goes. I'm just going to talk out of my ass here for a sec. Keno? What? Isn't that a casino game? An NFS game? Jesse. He's in the movie. Bryan Cranston was on a lot of stuff. A lot of TV, actually. But I like those shows because at the beginning you're like, it goes, he's been accused of a crime that he swears he doesn't commit. And, like, gives you some facts. And you're like, this dude didn't do it. And then, like, halfway through, you start to think about it and go, you know, the evidence is piling up. I think this guy did it. And then maybe, like, there's a twist towards the end of the season. You're like, wait, maybe he didn't do it. And then you're, like, not sure. Like, I love that. I love being forced to think a little bit. Tiger King was kind of like that, too, where, like, you started watching, you're like, wow, this dude's a fucking maniac. Like, what an insane individual. Oh! You got wedged, Corvette. I'm sorry. I thought the Corvette was going to dive into the corner and that Celine would let off. But neither of those two things happened. Oh, okay. I've never heard that before. Thanks. That sounds sarcastic, wasn't it? Oh, it's Italian Sebring. Yeah, fuck it. What was I going to say? Yeah, but even in Tiger King, as stupid as that whole idea was, you start off watching like, dude, this guy's insane. What a lunatic. Everybody around him's like the good people. He's the crazy one. What a fucked up guy. And then you start watching the show, and you're like, maybe he's just misunderstood, and everybody around him's a piece of shit. And then at the end of the show, you're like, no, they're just all pieces of shit, just in their own flavor of shit. I like that. I like TV and like mini-series and documentaries where like, hey, now that you're at the end of this, we're not going to tell you how to think, but because you have all the information now, you get to make up your own mind. Also, when I was talking about speedrunning earlier, I was talking about playing Cruisin' World. It's the second one. USA has a good speedrunning scene, but I've always wanted to 100% Cruisin' World because we used to play it all the time with me and my friends multiplayer as kids. But to 100% it, you need to like break all the track records. To break all the track records, you need the fastest car in the game, and to get the fastest car in the game is like 30 or 40 hours worth of grinding minimum, I think is my guess. You earn about average 50 points for a gold in championship mode, and you need 9,999 points to unlock the fastest car in the game. That's why it's been trending for like 3 days. Now that it's like American election season, I'm so happy I have trending turned off on Twitter and like I don't follow it. And if any of my friends are just like, time to get political, I just mute them on the website because I don't want to hear about it. I finally, like when I was in my early 20s and in school, I gave a lot of shits about politics. I'm out of shits to give now. Obviously, one old decrepit fuck sucks a lot worse than the other old decrepit fuck. But they are both old decrepit fucks, and I don't particularly give a shit anymore. I don't need constant reminders that the world is controlled by people who will be dead in 5 years. That fucked me up, man. That fucked me up to figure out how old, like, the average politician is in America. How is that allowed? I wouldn't fucking trust my grandma driving a car, let alone run a country. I don't know. Every time I say not to get political, I feel like I get political, but I don't know. I just want all my friends to feel safe and be able to be who they are and not have someone with a no regrets tattoo and a fucking farmer's tan tell them they're not allowed to exist because their friend in the sky said it wasn't allowed. It takes more than 10 hours to complete. I just love the game. I'm like that too. I don't like short runs personally because I feel like there's too much resetting. Like as a player, not as a watcher. I don't really like 5-minute runs or 10-minute runs or 20-minute runs. It's just like I know every time I make a little mistake, I'm gonna be like, well, gotta retry, gotta reset. At least with Rush, it's a 2-hour run, so there's so much more opportunity for like little mistakes, little time saves. Maybe you'll gain like half a second on a corner here. You know what I find really funny, Lance? Is that there is a large group of people out there right now that are looking at that exact choice going, tough call. We're so doomed, aren't we? Bring on the nukes. We're fucked. I'm gonna restart. They have the straight line speed advantage, and my whole front end was fucked. Okay, at least get married first. Then it makes for a beautiful wedding photo, just a mushroom cloud in the background. New Felon sounds like a really good punk band. Yo, I'm going to the show tonight, the New Felons. There was a period there, chat. Like I live in the capital of the country, right? I realized that Canada's probably not on the list of like we need to bomb there now of a lot of countries. But there's a lot of times where I'm alone at night, probably under the influence of safety lettuce, going, I think I hear sirens. Today's the day. I forget one day when it happened where like I let Twitter brain rot get to me, but everybody on Twitter that night was like, all right, here we go. World War III. It's happening. It's going to happen. Today it's happening. Happening today. Happening. And I went in bed, and I swear I heard sirens. It ended up being like a fire truck. But it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I felt genuine goddamn panic. Like, it was so weird. And I'm like, it's such a weird feeling. And like, it took me like 2 minutes to talk myself out of it and go, that's a fire truck, idiot. It's not what you think it is. But it's like I was very scared, and I was like, well, there's literally nothing you can do. I was like, do I call my mom? What do I do? Do I jerk off one last time? Or? And then, like, about 45 seconds later, it got a little bit louder, and I went, nope, that's an emergency vehicle, and I'm an idiot. But honestly, Racer, what I did was I picked a game that I liked that didn't have a huge scene. Because I'm too competitive, right? Like, not that I would, but let's say I got into, like, Super Mario 64. If I'm, like, 10 minutes off times, I'm going to be mad about it. Like, I'm just... That's how my brain works. You guys, for those who were here during the off-road race yesterday, you saw that. I literally signed up to run a pro, like, basically a pro series with... there was 14 of us yesterday, and I think at least the top 6 were former pro drivers or, like, had 6K iRating plus, and I was mad that I was a second off. I should have been like, holy shit, I'm a second off. But I was pissed. Like, I'm just very stubborn and competitive. So if I didn't have, like, a decent time in the speed run, I would have gave up on it quick. But because Rush didn't have a whole lot of times, I was able to, like, go up the leaderboard fairly quickly for a speed run, all things considered. Within a year, I had almost a sub 2 hour time. I think that's when I got my, like, 2:04. Now it's a 2:02. And then I still need to find another minute and a half to finally accomplish my goal with that game. I mean, either way, Ringo, I don't know if this gives you comfort or not. There is nothing me or you could ever do to stop that. You know, even if we all get fried tomorrow, you know what I mean? It is so far out of our hands, there's nothing we can do. So why worry about it? It's still something that I think about at night that kind of gives me a spook for like 20 minutes or so, but I think that's just part of getting older. I'm starting to develop a fear of mortality now. I'm not that old. I just turned 30. I'm not like 100, but... A cyber attack on our power grid? Imagine Texas. We're like, I told all you motherfuckers! Whee! And then like a light breeze happens and they lose power anyway. Oh my god. Tonk. I meant to say torque, but silly. I don't know if that came across. I tried to go crossover, but they parked the exit. Not a major war. No, you're not wrong. Like, it's unfortunately part of human nature. And by that I mean it's part of, like, sweaty old dude with small dick syndrome behavior. I don't like the way you're doing things. I'm gonna shoot you now. Like, our society is changing, but I don't know if it's gonna change fast enough. I think we're slowly getting to the point where all these, like, over-aggressive alpha males are, like, not looked at like, oh my god, this is what I should be. I need to be like this so women will like me. I think we're finally starting to get to the point of, like, this is fucking stupid and you act like 15-year-old kids. I don't know. People like to say that, Ringo, but I think a lot of people are just like, you have there's the echo chambers, right? That makes sense. Of like, oh, I live in my little echo chamber on whatever website or whatever. But you now have the internet's, all the world's information at your fingertips. So what you could, like, oh yeah, like, this is just how, like, people are supposed to act. This is culture. This is normal. You now have almost every human being in the world able to be like, no, that's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, imagine, really quick example, imagine a young boy whose father is like, nah, man, don't cry. What are you, a pussy? Now that person can go online and go, well, men cry all the time, Dad. What the fuck? This is stupid. It's like the younger generation is just not buying into the older generation's bullshit anymore, and the older generation doesn't know what to do about that. And a lot of the, like, divisiveness is people moving farther and farther away to, like, they don't believe half the shit that comes out of their mouth anymore. They just don't want to support what the other people do. Like, I swear to God, you can get people from both sides of the political spectrum, put a blindfold on them, put them in a room, and then just say some shit. They would probably agree on like 80% of stuff. But because it was insert political party here that said it, or insert activist group or whatever you want, they'll just be like, no, I don't agree with any of you said because that's because of who you are, not because of what you said. I don't know. People are fucking idiots. TLDR, I know that's not going to be a shock to anybody, but you have to remind yourselves that, especially if you've ever worked in like public service, that at least 60 to 70% of the world's population are dumb as fuck. Like, dumb as fuck. I don't mean like they don't know what 2 plus 2 is. I mean they have absolutely zero critical thinking skills at all. They don't know how to like have an opinion. They just bumble through life struggling to put their pants on every day. Ringo, I tried to talk to my parents about mental health stuff, and they didn't get it until my mom started going through stuff. I remember when I was a kid, I'd be like, I'm depressed, or I have anxiety issues, or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, well, everyone gets sad sometimes. Like, gee, thanks. I don't think they get game-ending kinds of sad, but okay, whatever you say. Like, I guess you're right. You're an adult. I just have to trust you. And then again, growing up, you're like, wait a minute, that's just, like, wrong. That's not true at all. It isn't normal to feel like that. Not that it's bad, but it's not, you know, it's concerning, I think is the right way to put it. And then, I kind of just didn't talk to my parents about that kind of shit for a while because I'm like, oh, they're not going to get it. And then my mom calls me a couple years ago, and it's like I had to quit my job. And I used to work at this warehouse she worked at. She'd been there for a long time. Typical work bullshit, but, like, nothing crazy, right? You know, that my boss is an asshole or, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And apparently this one dude was, like, fucking up and then blaming her for it and, like, gaslighting her over it. And she had, like, a whole breakdown and had to go talk to somebody about it. And there's a lot of people that do not understand something unless it's directly in their, like, bubble. I wonder if you took all the world's homophobes and made somebody in their immediate family, like gay or whatever, how many of them would change their tune? I don't think they're gonna become saints overnight, but like, people don't give a shit. A lot of people don't care unless it directly involves them, like right in their face. And to take it away from a serious topic, think about, like, people on the road, right? People will fucking cut you off and turn without, like, change lanes without signaling and all this dumb bullshit because it doesn't, your life does not affect theirs. They don't give a shit because it doesn't involve them directly. But also, like, the catch-22 of that is if you care a lot about other people, you'll start to realize that, again, most human beings are stupid, and a lot of them suck. Someone starting out, just do it. Just fucking do it, man. I tell everybody the same thing. The more you think about doing it, the less time the more time you could be spending doing it. I actually had a really long, I don't know if you ever saw this in a VOD or whatever. I had a really long talk with, I forget his name, but it was a younger guy at DreamHack Dallas about YouTubing and streaming and getting started. And I was like, the only thing I would worry about is if your internet can handle it, whatever you want to do. Then after that, just do it. Have a microphone. It doesn't need to be incredible, but have a microphone. You don't need a webcam. You don't need an overlay. You don't need sponsors. You don't need that. Just do something you would watch and would think is cool. And something that you enjoy doing. Don't get into streaming and play Fortnite when you hate Fortnite and want to play like Gran Turismo. You know what I mean? Do something that you would be doing anyway, or that you think would be fun, or that you would watch as a viewer, and everything kind of comes after that. Aaron, compared to, I'll just say 10 years ago when I started, it is so easy monetarily to get into this now. You can get a capture card, a decent mic, and a decent webcam for under $100. It's still money that you have to invest, unfortunately, and that's kind of the shitty part, but or that you don't have to, but you can. But I remember when I started, you only had one capture card option. That was a Dazzle. That was $100 with tax. And then the HD options came out. Those were all $250, $300. If you wanted a mic that wasn't from Walmart, like a little creative fucking, yeah, it does, Racer. And if that's all you have the means to do, that's fine. But you get a little bit more control when you're running through a PC. Like, I'm running through, like, OBS, which is a program, so I can do, like, this little overlay here. I can do this webcam thingy. I can do the alerts that come on and off the screen. I can do, whenever I play Spotify, it doesn't show up in the VOD, so you don't get DMCAs. You have a lot more control. And then I can use this microphone, not what I can plug into my Xbox. The one time I streamed on Xbox was at my mom's. When I was on vacation, I was home for Christmas, something like that. You're you're limited by what you can plug into the console, I think. So it's very, very, very doable. But if you don't want to spend money and that's what you have, just fucking go for it. Just do it. There's so many people that I met that are so wrapped up in like, well, I can't stream. I need an overlay. I need this. I need to pay someone to do this. I need to do this. It's like, no, you're not making money. Why spend money? Doesn't make any fucking sense. That's stupid. Why would you do that? If you start getting, like, followers and, like, whatever, and you go, okay, yeah, I'm going to put some money into this, then sure. Thanks for the help. There's two different types of questions for this kind of stuff. And there's one that I love answering and one that I don't. What you asked is, like, something that has to be like learned through experience, so I don't mind sharing whatever I can, whether it helps you or not. You know, I like trying to help. But then there's the other kind of question, like, what software should I use? What are the best settings for OBS? You know, what game should I play? Like, you have Google, dude. Fuck off. Like, here we go, by the way. Welcome to Sebring CBT. Like, learning how OBS works is so important, so when you have issues, you know how to fix it. And you're not just, like, panicking and DMing your friends going, well, I don't know what to do. You know? When COVID hit, I had, I won't say it was, like, a bunch of people, but, like, 4 or 5 that reached out and were like, hey, I want to get into streaming because I'm not working right now. And I was like, okay, well, you're not going to make any money, so don't think that this is going to be your new job. I'm like, what, you saying I'm going to be bad at it? I'm like, no, like, it's not what I said at all. I'm saying you're playing Fortnite in a pool of, like, probably, I don't know, 5,000 people, and I think that's a low number. And you're streaming for 2 hours at a time when there's kids out there that are playing 8 hours a day. That's a lot of competition. You are not going to make money unless you are very lucky within at least the first 12 months, if not longer. And they took that as like a, well, you don't know, you don't believe in me. I'm like, no, that's not what I said. Just being realistic. It took me 10 years to start breaking even. You know, not everybody blows up, like, in 6 months. Like, that's just not normal. It's not how it works. Nah, Ghosty, if you give people options, that's dope. I like that. That's cool. Like, when I do votes for what Let's Play I'm going to do next, I usually pick 2 or 3 games that I would like to play anyway, and then let chat kind of decide on that. But a lot of these people, like, what microphone should I get? Well, I don't know. Do you have a sound-treated room? What's that mean? Well, what microphone do you have? Oh, I've got, like, a blue snowball, but if I want to do this, I need to spend more money. No, you don't. Well, what do you mean? Oh, well, you can get a program called Voice Meter that helps you tune, or even in OBS, that helps you tune the highs and lows of your voice to make your cheaper USB microphone sound a lot better. You don't really need all this stuff. Yeah, but, like, if I want to be a real streamer, I need... No, you don't. They just want you to do all the work for them. And then they're going to go click live and go, where is everybody? Like, you have to fucking love this shit. I say this all the time. You have to love this shit. The number, if you're already I'm not saying you, Racer, but if you're already going into your first stream thinking about your numbers, you're going to have a long, hard road. Even when I switched from YouTube to this, I had, like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Tony. You literally Google how to stream, and, like, 90% of their questions could be answered. They don't want to put in the extra effort. But all this is, especially when you're getting started, is just effort and passion and love. So if you already don't have that to go like, well, I'm going to learn how Photoshop works so I can make thumbnails. Or I'm going to learn the ins and outs of OBS so when I have issues while streaming, I can diagnose and fix them, not panic and just Google shit. Hi, that's me. I feel like I know a little bit more about OBS now, but I still have lots to learn. I'm going to learn about different types of microphones because now I know that if I don't have a sound-treated room, like a basement, I want a dynamic microphone, like a podcast microphone, because it won't echo off the walls. But I'll have to have it really... You just learn shit, so it makes it easier for next time. That's part of, like, the passion and, like, loving what you do. If you're like, I don't care, just tell me what to do, you've already fucked up. You've already fucked up. You have already fucked up. But if you're asking questions like, what do you recommend somebody who's starting off prioritize? You know, or like mental stuff, or like stuff that's not like doesn't have one answer. You know, something that you could ask 5 streamers or 5 content creators and get 5 different answers. Samson's good stuff. I almost bought a Samson microphone. I had a Samson mic, a Rode podcast thingy. I don't forget what the name of it. And then this in my hand when I was in the music store. And I bought this one because I know Shure makes good stuff. This was the most expensive option, but I'm like, you know what? It's an investment in myself, and I think it'll be worth it. And I love how this mic sounds. It's a little quiet, but I don't want to get like the inline booster, which is like another $100, just for it to be a little bit louder. I think that's my only issue with my audio right now, is all of my audio is a little bit quiet. I know what I have to do to fix it. It's just going to take, like, a day. Yeah, Aaron, this microphone with the pop filter that I bought for it from the SM7B is one of the best purchases I've made for the channel. It's so... even, like, my Yeti is not a bad microphone. This is a game changer. Even over the last XLR mic I had, this is so much better. Which also means I could do this now as a bit, which is funny. I love doing that. It's a good bit. What's up, Nick? Forgot it's Burns. You here gaslighting me? Who are you, my ex-wife? What do I have? I keep pausing. I'm sorry. I'm the worst. What do I have? What are you? It's not an SM7B. It's an MV7X. Holy shit. That came to me like a dream. Can I be? No complaints. I fucked up my coffee today, but what are you going to do? That's kind of the only thing I can complain about. That's not true. Dude, I forget where I was. I was at like a gas station or like... I totally fucking forget. And so I forget what had happened to me in that. I don't know if it's like when I got dumped or like. I was real sad about some shit. And I was really trying to hold it in when I was out in public, so I didn't like. So like, how are you? I'm like, I want to shit my own pants. You know, I was gonna say something way more graphic, but I chose not to. Yeah, Racer, just start doing it, dude. Just start having fun. There, you know, be ready for the low numbers, but like get used to that. I'm not saying you'll have no viewers for forever, but the more you could teach yourself that the little number in the corner doesn't matter. Obviously, like there's people here, and then when you get to a point, you're like, well, that stream didn't do as well. Just don't take it to heart. You know what I mean? That's something that took me a long time. I'm still struggling with that. Like if I'm pumped on a stream idea and it doesn't do well, I'm like, damn. But when I was doing YouTube, it was like, fuck me up for days. But anyway, this dude asked me like, hey man, how's it going? I'm like, oh, you know, can't complain, which is like my white people answer. You know, like if a white person's miserable and you ask them how they're doing, they say, living the dream. That's me. And he's like, oh man, there's always something to complain about. And I just like looked him dead in the eye for a minute. Because I was about to be like, well, and then start unleashing all the shit that had happened to me over the last 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, not today, I guess. Or maybe not right now. Ha ha ha. And then I walk away going, like just sobbing to myself. Yeah, Aaron, I think that's like a lot of people don't want to be bad at the thing, and I get it, because like when I'm bad at the thing, I'm really hard on myself, but that's why I don't understand people who want to blow up on the internet really quick. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have 10,000 follows by the end of the year, and I just started. I'm gonna be Twitch partner within the first 6. Why? Why would you even want that? Why would you even want that? You are just getting started. You have a carte blanche to suck so much cock, and nobody will remember it. I remember the overlay that I made myself when I just started was terrible. Nobody taught me any color theory. It looked like shit. My mic quality was bad, even though it wasn't a bad mic. I just had it set up improperly. There's games I would definitely should not have played on stream that I did. There's games stuff I should have did on stream that I didn't. I say like the first 3 or 4 years doing this, I was very not good at it. There's people in chat that I would let bother me that I probably shouldn't. There's people that I, you know, maybe should have given a little bit of extra talk to, and I didn't. Learned a lot those first couple of years. That's the fun part. To take Wolfie's analogy, right? Like, even like I'm sure it applies for real life too. But my experiences in the video game, in the VR chat video game. Why would you want to fucking DJ like these huge venues just to start off? It's like, oh, I want to hear as many people hear me and see me be shit at this thing as possible. Why? It's like, why not be shit at this in the comfort of your own room, you know? Because you will be bad at it. Maybe not bad. Inexperienced. I don't think we have enough time, chat, but I'm going to go for it. The AI are so good on the brakes here. The TLDR and like the hallmark of this conversation, I think, is if you love something, you can do whatever you set your mind to. That light bump killed all my rear downforce. I can't believe that. I think that's like the only asterisk. Like, you know that they say like you could love something, you can like, or if you could do whatever you set your mind to. I don't know. I think if you like love it, then that's true. If you don't love it, it's probably not untrue. It's just hard. Thank you, Turbo Lag. Yeah, I just followed them around for 4 laps. We gotta try a little bit harder here. The R1 race might be actually a lot of fun here. Because it's gonna be really, really, like, this is the AI's best track. It's gonna be really good competition. Unless the Ferrari is just, like, busted. This scares me. What, like, not being good at it? I don't know, Cole. You can't... I guess it's hard to tell if you're like, oh, I love this when you haven't done it yet. But if it's something that you're constantly thinking about and, like, oh, I should get into that. Oh, I should get into that. You're probably fine. You'll probably be okay. Everybody's seeing me suck. Are you not an exhibitionist? That was another blowjob joke, ladies and gentlemen. We got all night. What's up, Turbo? And also, to be fair, Colt, especially in iRacing, I forget who I told this to yesterday. Like, aren't I gonna suck? I'm like, oh yeah. But like everybody in rookies is just terrible and all runs into each other and like is a dickhead about it. That's just rookies. I mean, it'll be like that for a while. I mean, you could probably talk to some really high-level racers in here. I'm sure it's still like that in high classes. Oi! Now I gotta box you out. You see what you made me do? I gotta run? I did. If any one of these days. No, I hate change. I'm joking. You prick! Chat, we are almost at the point where people are not calling me Mr. Aero HD anymore. We're almost there. It only took 2 years. Arjuna last night on the broadcast called me Mr. Aero and then, like, corrected himself. And then James still calls me Mr. Aero HD. But I don't know if it's for a bit or because he's like, that's your name, and then stopped. Spice, I'm only like half joking. I genuinely fucking hate that name. I hate that name. It's so 2010. Aero HD wouldn't have been too bad, but the Mr. I just went, oh yeah, this channel will never take off. I'll never, like, this will never be like a big name for me at all. I'll leave the Mr. there. Who cares? Within the first 6 months, I hated it, and then I've hated it ever since. I've just been too scared to do anything about it. The suck! I like Aero, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't continue to use that name, but the Mr. and the HD just made it look so unprofessional and like I was like an 18-year-old trick shotter. Nah, we've outgrown that. Maybe in a while, right? Dragon Gamer. Ultra 69. To be fair, that's a banging username. Let's brake too late for that corner. Because this is the internet, I must stress, if you have a prefix or a suffix in your username that you like, this isn't me going, everyone with that username sucks. It's just I didn't like it. It wasn't right for me anymore. Time 98. I wish that everybody had to use their first Xbox Live gamer tag as their actual name for the rest of their life. The world would be such a funnier place. Go to your boss, be like, yeah. Thanks, Poon Pounder 69. Yeah, that tracks. It's Tomato Page. You guys think T-Page is related to T-Pain? I've never seen them both in the same place. Inquiring minds want to know. It's my son. I don't know if that works. I don't know. You know, that doesn't seem physically possible. That's the best I've ever done that corner, and I still got gapped. Literally came out of me when I come. And your next president of the United States, Swag 420 No Scoper XXX. All you hear is, my hope will never die. I'd actually pay so much money for that. He'd legalize weed for sure. Day one, frame one, dude. Sign the thing right there, the executive order. I remember my friend got an Xbox Live gamer tag, like, recommended to him. And has used it ever since, and it was Squashy Skydiver. I don't know how somebody didn't think of that first. I have no idea how a human brain did not come up with that before the internet did. Or maybe it was an actual person. They put that name in there and they were waiting patiently for someone to finally go, you know what? That is funny. Yeah. I hate gay people. Signed Girl Cock Fan 69. You can run, but you can't hide from Xbox Live usernames, baby. Those are the skeletons in your closet. I don't know if anybody here would actually be interested in this. But Nightbot did post something that I got in my email today. I double-checked. My code, once again, works for NLR. So if you use code Aeroteq at checkout in the U.S. store, you could save 5% off all your purchases. You want to buy the new folding rig they just made, it'll be a 15% discount, so you can get the whole thing shipped for under $300. Or about $300. I think it's like $301 with tax. But if you use that code that Nightbot just reposted, you could save $500 off your Traction Plus motion setup. I believe with how I saw it is it can attach to any existing rig and basically turn it into a motion rig. It is spency, but if you got the bills and want to save 500 bones, that collections of letters and numbers in the chat is your promo code. And once again, thank you to Next Level Racing for sponsoring this channel. Use code DILDO at checkout. I don't know. It's actually code Aeroteq. It's AEROTEQ. That's right, AEROTEQ. And you too can pay slightly less for something and have the company go, wow, that guy's cool. We should send him more shit. No, 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 no. Dale, no. No. Please stop. Yeah. Yeah. The Lando Norris School of Overtaking. When in doubt, just fucking block the whole track. You can't pass me if I can't fucking turn. He's way faster in a straight line, though, so I need a good run through here. Oh, hell yeah! We go! No, what have I done? I bumped the battery bank and turned the controller off. I am a fool. God, 2024. Tarkov is pain. We tried rubbing some ointment on it. This may come as a shock to no one, but I don't think we're getting this game done today. I think it's going to take one more. We might do it tomorrow. iRacing's been having a ton of connectivity issues, so I think I might just let them do their thing. I was going to do more tomorrow because there's 4 combos that I really like, but me. You must. I remember when COD was just a fish. Wasn't a video game. Thinking lube? I call that vodka. We are 3 wide. Oh! So it's funny, this car understeers on the stock setup a little bit, and then once the tires start to wear it actually turns really well. That's very, very un-Forza of them. I'll be going now. See you later. I just 50-50'd that curb. I love this game. As much as I am very ready to be done, not that it's not a bad game. I still think that a lot from Forza 2 has aged well. The car list is a lot more intricate and deep than I remember. There's so many different of-the-time race cars and tuners and, bespoke one-off tuner cars and Canes. I need to try Canes next time I'm in America. Yo, I'm gonna say something fucking controversial. I ordered KFC last week and enjoyed my time. I'm sorry. It wasn't bad. It was really inexpensive, and it was weird not the skin not being crispy and crunchy. like Popeyes, but it was well seasoned. The fries were really good. The popcorn chicken was a great vessel for gravy. Hydro's KFC before Popeyes moved into this neighborhood was genuinely atrocious. It was just like a pile of grease with some food lying around. It still isn't as like I wouldn't say it's like fantastic, but I was like, you know what? I haven't had KFC in a long time, and I tried it. KFC in any country is different though. I heard KFC in like the UK and Scotland and all that is way different. It's the same thing like Domino's kind of sucks here, but the Domino's is goated in the UK. Like, friends don't let friends order Domino's here. There's cheaper pizza and there's better pizza. But yeah, I was like genuinely stunned that it wasn't as bad as I remember. The chicken itself was really good. Like the actual meat. I think Popeye's skin is better, but it's like because I guess their chicken like sits under a heat lamp, it dries out. It's not as good. KFC was very like, it was moist. Again, the skin wasn't crispy, which kind of sucks. I like the crisp, but it was well seasoned. The fries were fantastic. I got a little side of popcorn chicken. I dipped it in some gravy. The gravy was bad though. No. I take it back. The gravy wasn't very good, but that could have just been a fuck up on the day. I remember sometimes when I made gravy at the movie theater, it's basically just powder and you pour hot water in it. Sometimes I'd get it to the right thickness, and a lot of times I would get it very wrong. And there's not a whole lot you can do once it's too watery. What's up, Timbo? Timbers? 18 months. So where I grew up, Tony, there was like not a whole lot of food options. And KFC used to have this deal called Toonie Tuesday, where for like $2 plus tax, you'd get like a 2-piece meal with fries and a drink or something like that. It was hilariously inexpensive. So I used to like once a month or so, I'd be like driving by a KFC and be like, it's Tuesday. And I'd stop in and get something and be like, oh, first couple bites, you're like, oh, it's better than I remember. And then when you're at the end, you're like, oh, that was not better than I remember. I feel like shit and my fingers are covered in grease. Did not get that this time. But yeah, we have so many other like fried chicken options in my neighborhood. Like there's Mary Brown's, which is a Canadian chain, I think. Popeyes. There's another one that I'm forgetting. And KFC. Like the KFC, once the Popeyes opened, KFC went out of business. Like that one location. That's weird. I got like for $20 and I got it delivered. I got a 2-piece meal with a small popcorn chicken, a side of fries, and I could have got like a salad, like a coleslaw or whatever, but I wanted just gravy instead. They're like, all right. And with a drink and delivered, it was $20. So it's fairly reasonably priced for as far as fast food is considered. Hospital mechanic. Any alarm going off? Did you end up getting the Kia that you were looking at all those months ago? I remember Streamathon lore, kind of. Remember I had to retry Sebring twice, and now I'm like gone. I love. Sick. About an RX-8. Oh, no. Well, you're 50-50 on good decisions, I guess. Arby's is made for population control. I don't know how Arby's is still in business. I think it's just a big money laundering scheme. Because if you ask 10 people, I think maybe 2 of them will be like, yeah, I like Arby's. And even then, they won't be like, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Like, yeah, Arby's is pretty alright. Like, I have never met an Arby's fan. I've met people who tolerate it and people who do not like it. I've been to Arby's all of twice and had an awful experience both times. Up! We found the Arby's fan. The curly fries are good. They're not that good. Cowboy. Yeah, we had that too. I like all their sandwiches come with like liquid cheese on it, like cheese sauce, and I hate cheese sauce. It's the consistency, which is funny because I'm gonna eat a box of crap dinner for dinner tonight, which is just cheese sauce with extra steps. But Timbo, again, it could have just been the location that I went to, but I've heard a lot of similar stories. It looks great. They are really fatty cuts of beef. The sandwich wasn't that great. The fries were great. I'm not going there for fucking fries. I think it's fair to say that like Arby's is there's better options. But apparently they have their fans. Time for Timbo right here. RX-8 owner and an Arby's fan. Who would have thunk it? They do exist, lads. And it's okay. So I just went in there and got like a beef and cheddar. It was like, yeah, that was not a great experience for how much money I paid for it. Dude, you know what I fucked up with? I was in New Jersey for days and did not get Jersey Mike's. Danny DeVito looked at me on every goddamn sign we passed, and I never once thought we should go to Jersey Mike's. We went to fucking Red Lobster and got sick, but nope, didn't go to Jersey Mike's. I am a fool. Dumb. Yeah, not my best idea. Well, the Red Lobster was a bit. There's an old Rooster Teeth clip of they're all playing games, and Ray is like, no, I'm watching my Red Lobster commercials. Scampi Linguini. And me and Cisco say that back and forth to each other all the time. So we both thought it would be funny to go to an actual Red Lobster before they closed. Turns out the one that's by my house that I was sure was closed is still open. It's hilariously expensive. And if you... But... Yeah, we got like a $20 shrimp and lobster deal. It was like a lobster tail and then a couple of shrimp and a thing of rice. And it was okay. I mean, you douse anything in butter, it's gonna, like garlic butter, it's going to be all right. Actually, it wasn't even garlic butter. It was just butter. And I thought maybe because it was of all the butter, but me and Cisco both got sick that night. It could very well have been from the White Castle and Red Lobster combo, but I'm almost sure it was the Red Lobster that got us. There's no way that the White Castle, like, fucked me up immediately after eating it. Unless it was made of poison. All the beige food. Yeah. It was fine. And, like, unfortunately for Red Lobster, like, I'm not a big traditional... I like sushi and, like, atypical seafood. But, like, chowder and scallops and tilapia. Like, I'm not big into, like, regular seafood, I guess. We went to, in Boston, it was like Ye Old Oyster House. On the front door, it's like oldest restaurant in America since 17, whatever the fuck. And I had like actual fresh caught seafood, and I literally like eyes open. I had shrimp. I had a bowl of chowder, my first bowl of chowder I've ever had. I was like, that's pretty good. It's really, it needed a little bit more pepper, but that's just personal taste. I'm like, this is all right. It's pretty good. Potatoes, clams. And then what was the last thing? Oh yeah, he had like a plate where he had clams, oysters, and then shrimp. And I was like, you know what? I don't really want to try like oysters or clams because I've never had them before. Like that. Later, Racer. Hang out. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. no good things about Wisecraft. It's a lot of food for not a whole lot of money. We got like 12 hamburgers for like little sliders for a really insignificant amount of dollars. Actually, you know what? I won't have White Castle slander because they have Mellow Yellow there, and I love Mellow Yellow. I never see it. I remember I was driving back from seeing my now ex, and pulled over at 3 different like roadside vending machines just looking for a bottle of Mellow Yellow. It's like Mountain Dew's more sophisticated cousin. I like the Dew still. I still do the Dew, but Mellow Yellow rips. It's like Mountain Dew that's a little bit more mature, you know what I mean? It's like not as sweet. It's not as sugary, even though it might have just the same amount of sugar in it. How I didn't get damage from that, I'll never know. Like a sexy battery. Not just a battery, folks. A sexy battery. Wahoo! I got brave. Oh, shit. Yeah, we need a good run here. That was not what I would call a good run. As long as we're clear from the lads back here, we're fine. I'm starting to run out of... My first time in America, I was overwhelmed by, like, options when it came to, like, junk or fast food or whatever. Like, here, if you want tacos, you go to Taco Bell. Like, obviously, you can go to, like... This isn't counting, like, mom and pop places or, like, local stuff or regional stuff. It's like, you know what? I want tacos. I don't really care if they taste incredibly good, and I want them for a whole lot of no money. Mellow Yellow tastes like that one high school teacher who wasn't really hot, but they were just young enough to be the only one you could possibly consider. The inner workings of your mind are an enigma. I like Baja Blast. I still really like Baja Blast, especially if it's from Taco Bell and you get it with a lot of ice and it waters down just a little bit. Like, as a grown-ass adult now, I can't drink Mountain Dew anymore. It's too sugary. Like, I can taste this, especially if it's, like, starts to warm up. It gets syrupy, and I don't really like it that much. I don't know why I didn't go to the left there. There's a lot of sodas now that I just can't fuck with anymore. Like, my childhood sugar sweet tooth is like, nah, boss, we're tired. I've been getting back into root beer again, mostly because there's no caffeine in it. I tried buying, they have like Coke now that's 0 caffeine, 0 sugar, but it just tastes like crispy water, like it's awful. I bought it for a couple weeks and then was like, I was poured a glass out of the bottle and went, this is terrible. I don't know, I just had like a coming to Jesus moment. I don't mind Diet Cola. It's how I like kicked my, I probably still drink too much soda, but I was really bad there for a while. Like, I mean, I was going to Costco and getting like, what are those flats, like 48? Like once every month or 2 weeks? I was drinking like between 3 and 5 cans of soda a day, and I was working at the movie theater, so I had free access to soda. Or pop is what I'm going to call it from this point out. You can make fun of me if you want. Slider Mellow Yellow. Dude, no. We had this conversation face to face. Mellow Yellow is like a more mature Mountain Dew. It's like Mountain Dew after it grows its pubes out. I'm not wrong, but I shouldn't have said that. Doesn't sound appetizing. Orange vanilla. I tried that. It was okay. It was fine. $4.20. Yeah, I was drinking way too much, Tony. Like, now, I think I drink probably on a bad day, like 2 cans with dinner. Like, I'll drink 1 can with dinner and then 1 can with, like, whatever snack I have after, which is still too much. Coffee flavored Coke? That doesn't even sound good. I know I drink coffee basically every day. I don't even like coffee that much. I drink shitty, like, Folgers coffee. I don't care. Coffee is a means to an end most times. I'll take your word for it, Kel. Every time I saw it at Walmart, it was like $4 or $3 a can. And I was like, you know what? I'm not that brave. Not that brave. Flavored water. And I'm not just saying this because Colt is here. I drink probably double the water now than I used to. So I know how my fucking brain works. People gave me shit for this. Well, not really. But people gave me shit for this during the streamathon. I'm like, why don't you just go to the tap and get water? Like, because I know how my fucking brain works. If it's cold and it's right in front of me, I'll drink it. But if it's not cold and it's not right in front of me and I have to go upstairs, I won't. If I have to get a cup, I won't. I just know my brain. When I buy cases of water and it's in the fridge, I'll drink like 4 bottles of water a day. Timbo, I was dangerously close to buying that for a bit. I was going to put it in the shot and never explain it, kind of like what I wanted to do with that dildo. And then I really looked at it and saw how much it was to ship and went, you know what? Not worth it. It would have been funny, but it was like, I think it was like $20, and then it was another like $60 to ship with like taxes, and I really didn't want to explain to customs like why I was ordering bath water, because I'd be like, oh, it's funny, and they're like, uh-huh. Yeah, nope, this wasn't worth it. Not a good bit. No. That's the same reason I never ended up buying a bad dragon dildo, because I figured you can get, like, little ones. Like, little dudes, like, just little guys for, like, $40. I was unaware. I should have been aware, because everything that's... Nice lap, by the way. Get you a shipping prices. Being Canadian makes things very difficult, Ghosty. Being Canadian makes things very difficult. I remember... I won't say the name of the company. So I think they're like a big company now. Maybe. No. And also, I don't want to slander them because I think we were learning together. I was really mad about it, though. I gave them a lot of shit in the email. One of my streamer friends had just got like her first sponsorship. Maybe I should wait for the ad to be over. I'm going to wait for the ad to be over. I swear to God, it seems like the timing for the ads have been so bad. Like, just in the middle of telling a story or saying something or finishing a thought. It's like, how would you like advertisements? I love this track. But, like, when I ordered my my HTC Vive, I got it refurbished from a small company called Tundra Labs. Just because I knew it was brand new. It had a warranty, you know? And even then, like, I think I sent them an email saying, hey, like, I have proof of this. I don't know if your warranty was, like, 3 months long, but I just did a streamathon that went months. Thank you, Timbo. Appreciate it, dude. Nice to see you again, by the way.
HTC Vive.
I was like, yeah, I've been busy for the last, like, 2 months or 3 months. My streamathon's gone way longer than I thought. If this headset's DOA, it's still sealed. Can I return it? They're like, oh, yeah, you're fine. Thanks for letting us know. I thought you said Zolder, Denny. I was like, what? No? But yeah, I had to pay shipping, which was like $100 because it was big. And then I had to pay taxes when it came across the border. So twice I got fucked on being Canadian when it comes to shipping things. They both had something to do with energy drink companies or energy powder companies. The first one, they were like a small company out of the UK. They had just sponsored one of my friends. It was like her first big stream sponsorship. I was super proud of her. I was like, you know what? She's doing incredibly well now. But like, you know what? I'm going to support my friend. I'm going to order some stuff and use her code. And I just got like a sample pack. You know what I mean? Like, it's just 5 of those like little like singular drink tube thingies. Like, you just rip open, put it in your water. They could have put it in a fucking envelope, you know? I get a phone call about a week after I've ordered it, maybe a little bit longer, saying, hey, we're with the Canadian Customs Agency. I was like, that's worrying. Like, yeah, you have a package here from, like, so-and-so company. I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, we're going to need $40 for you to release it. And I told them to go suck eggs. No, what I did was, that can't be right. Let me contact the company. So the company had, for some reason, said that the value of what I purchased was more than what it was. And then I had to pay taxes and duties and duty fees. I'm just readjusting. And because this specific company, because they were kind of small, they needed a customs broker for Canada. So I had to hire the customs broker that would do all the customs shit for me and then pay the customs fee. So I told them the estimate that I'd gotten from the company went, this is worth more than the product that I've purchased. I want a refund. This doesn't make any sense. This is something that you guys should have looked into before accepting my order. They go, well, on our website, it clearly says that you're responsible for all shipping and handling. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I've ordered things from the UK before, and sometimes I don't have to pay anything. That's nice. And sometimes I just have to pay the duties. Never once have I had my fucking border agent call me and go, hey, you need to hire somebody to fill out all these forms for you. That's nonsense. I'm not doing that. And they go, well, we're not going to give you a refund. It was on our website. Tough luck. I'm like, okay. And then I just went, Mr. PayPal, and PayPal gave me a refund immediately. Your sister's super funny. I think I understand what you mean. Tony, literally, it was like 5 little single-serving powder drink pouches that are about as big as my finger that they could have put in an envelope, but it was in like a box for shipping, which is like, like you open it and then all of them are sticking out of the box and you take them out of the box. It was tiny, but because it was coming over the border, you have to pay a certain percentage of what it's worth. And because they didn't have their own customs broker, this sounds like a big fucking scam the more I talk about it. I had to pay for that too. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not paying for all that. And then the company calls back, like the border company, like, so are you going to do it? I'm like, no. They're like, what? I'm like, I got $20 worth of stuff, and you guys want me to pay $40 to get it. No. You can send it back. They go, well, we can't send it back. I'm like, well, it's yours now. I'm not fucking paying for it. About a month later, it showed up to my house. I guess they just went, you know what? Fuck it, and just sent it to me. The absolute worst they ended up dealing with it was G Fuel. I had a real bone to pick with G Fuel for about 2 days. So they were partnered up with Extra Life, and because we had raised so much money one year when we were doing Daytona, I love this car. But because we raised so much money one year from doing Daytona, we were eligible for like some free gifts. Like I have an Extra Life, really nice actually, Extra Life keyboard lying around here that maybe I'll give away one of these days. It's like for free, it's pretty nice. And then what the fuck else? Oh, we could use the Battle Axe. Hell yeah, this thing's a piece of shit. I'm gonna use this for the endurance race. I'm gonna use this for the championship. Come on, brain. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so they like I have the shaker cup here. It's like, hey, we're gonna give you a free shaker cup. Hydros, I don't think we're gonna get it done today. I think this is the last thing we're gonna do. Is it? Oh, it crashed. Uh-oh. That happened last time too when I was like accidentally spamming through all the menus. The game crashed. Well, this could go really good or really bad. Pray for me, chat. Say a little prayer. If I lose my game save now, I'm going to be very upset. We had the TLDR was on G Fuel's website to deter people from buying this shaker cup. They made it like $1,000. But if you like had crossed this threshold with Extra Life, they sent you a 100% coupon code for it. So hey, this cup's worth like $999.99 or $999.99, and then your discount code brings it to 0. Not a really bad way of doing it unless you live internationally. Because these dumb motherfuckers at G Fuel put the value of the cup as it was on the website, not what I paid for it. So, a plastic shaker cup shows up to the Canadian border, and a Canadian border agent looks at it and goes, $1,000? Okay. And I get charged 10% of that, or whatever the percent is. So I have a bill now for a cup that I wanted to get for free for like over $100. So I sent G Fuel an email and went, that's fucked. And they were like, yeah, that is fucked. And they got me to take a picture of my receipt and they sent me my money back that day. But some companies aren't nice. Some companies, again, will just be like, yep. I remember when I got my my retro tank. I knew it was coming, so it wasn't a shock. But it was $3.99 US. I think with taxes, it was about 500 Canadian to ship it, and then I have to pay percentage on top of that. So when I went to pick it up, I got an email from DHL saying I owed them $65, so it can come across the border. I avoid anything sold out of the United States now, everything, because sometimes you'll pay and sometimes you won't. Speaking of pay, if it doesn't load here, that's not the end of the world. It's happened a bunch of times. That's a great question, Aaron. Oh my god. We're getting there, Kami. I don't think we're gonna finish the game today. We have 2 endurance races left, and one of them's gonna be tough. So I think we'll do this, and then tomorrow, or whatever day I end up doing it, we'll do the last 2 endurance races and then some drifting. Because we ended up playing most of, if not all, of Super Spec Rallycross today, so. And I praise it $1 million. I'll just send it right the fuck back. Length and girth. I have a question. Would everybody's penis be adjustable in size, or just mine? Everyone's same size then. Because if everyone's dick is adjustable in size... Actually, no, adjustable. I take it back. I was like, if everybody's dick is adjustable in size, then everybody has the same size penis anyway.
He's pulling his cock out!
Not yet. But... if you had adjustable sizes of penis, then you could change the size of your dick depending on your partner. Or like, I don't know, if you're just out and about on town, you make your dick really small. So if you get like that random, you know, like if you sit down for too long and like kind of, I don't know, in high school, whenever I like half fell asleep, I put my head down on the desk and like half pass out a little bit, maybe for like 20 minutes. And then I'd wake up, raging fucking boner for like half an hour. And I'm just sitting like, you could just make pee-pee really small. And then you'd never have to worry about like, ever again. And then if you, like, slept with somebody that was like, I'm a real freak, you're like, me too. And then have, like, a 14-inch cock. You get the benefits of, like, not having to feel inferior. Plus some extra usability. Timbo's gonna use the power of his wiener alone to extend himself to see if the moon landing was real. I find it very funny, by the way, unrelated, that the first moon landing, they're like, one small step for Mayan, and they made a big deal about it, put the flag down, and then the flag just fell as they were taking off, and they're like, ah, shit. Of a distance round. I did not know Gazzy Boy 69 had a fucking basketball cock. Oh, it's happened immediately. A Ferrari in the grass in the first corners at Suzuka? That's never happened. Usually the AI is really good here, but they just forgot how to car there for a second. Thanks. Simpler joke from American Pie. Just do what every comedian does. Steal jokes and take credit for them. I didn't know that was from a TV. A film. I wasn't allowed to watch American Pie as a child for, like, obvious reasons, and I don't think that they've aged particularly well. That's, I mean, maybe not, because I do think Haha Boner is still my brand of comedy, but Haha Boner, I love titties may not be that funny anymore. Oh my God, what the, what? He was inside me. I thought I was clear. I was not clear, and then sex happened. Get back here, Nigel. Right. I don't even want to do that again. It's uncomfy. No sex on stream. If you think for 1 second that I'm going to go all the way through Grand Theft Auto 3 without spelunking a lady of the evening who accepts payment for her services, you are wrong. I think so. When does GTA 6 come out? It's next fall, right? Well, when is it scheduled to release? See, I guarantee you it'll be delayed. I'll bet my left nut it'll be delayed. Okay. Because that's not coming out on PC, and it's only on the next gens. Finally. As nice as it's been for... Oh, my God. As nice as it's been for modern video game makers to put out, like, every game on PS4 and PS5, it's time now, you know? They've already started, like, Unbound was not on older consoles. But it's time now. I think it's... even with like with Corona, because nobody could really get and or afford a new console, they like published for older consoles for just a little bit longer than I think they normally would. Aaron, it's a good game. For that price, it's a steal. Backwards compat. What do you mean by that? Like, they're paying... I don't know what you mean by that. Help me. Also, if you think I'm not going to be the one person that's not playing GTA 6 when it comes out, you got another thing coming. I will go buy a PS5. I'll get a used one with a disc slot. So forcing devs to not make PS4, Xbox One backwards compatible. Just don't release your game on the old ones. You're okay. Maybe, like, Unbound I don't think was too next-gen. Like, even on my PC, like, I feel like my PC could not run, like, a game built for PS5. It's not a bad build. Like, it's I don't know. Kate Tsuchiya's in last in Japan. What world is this? I got a 1080 graphics card, a GTX 1080, so I couldn't do any of the ray tracing stuff, but 32 gigs of RAM, a decent processor. Like, it's not a bad PC, but it's definitely been struggling lately on some stuff. So if it could run on my PC just fine, I think it could run. It could have run on like an Xbox One or an Xbox Series, whatever, or PS4 Pro, you know. But it's technically still a different version of the game, and it's more time and money they have to spend figuring out. Like, even if it's very close, like GT 7 is from PS4 to PS5, very close. Still not the same, and I'm sure there still had to be a team of people who went in and like made the PS4 version and had to double check everything still worked the same. Yeah, I think spring of next year, Timbo. I was going to use some leftover Streamathon money to build a new PC, but I decided to travel for 6 months instead. Which, good choice. Not upset with that choice. Just have to see what John Taxman says about it now. Or Jean Taxman, because it's French. Incredibly mid. I mean, it's like that with any game, right? Like, there's hype, and people don't, like, people just, like, are blinded by the hype, and I've been like that, too. Hello, Alice. Welcome home. I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm better than all of you. Like, I've absolutely fallen for that, too. But you ever notice, like, a new big game will come out, people will be, like, either it'll be, like, shit, or it'll come out, and people are like, oh, my God, this is amazing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And then maybe about it's like called the Call of Duty syndrome. And then like 6 months later, they're like, oh no, all this sucks, this isn't good, I hate this is awful. You know? That used to happen in Call of Duty all the time, where the new game would come out and people would be like, this is amazing, it's fixed COD, it's so much better. And then and then it would take like 4 months. I'm like, wait a minute. This also sucks. Like when GTA 5, perfect example, when GTA 5 came out, people were like, GTA 4 was ass, this is so much better. And some people still prefer 5 to 4, but 4 still has a dedicated fan base. Tapped on, I don't think so. Everything is wonderful or really bad till you get to know it. I nodded like you could see me or paying attention to my face. What's up, John? Good evening. I don't get the whole Fallout 4 sucks thing. It's not as good as the other games, but it's not a bad game. And we talked about it a bit earlier. I think it's just easier for the brain to process absolutes. But I don't know. I played Fallout 4 all the way through. I liked it. Barrel. Oh, yeah. Nick was having the same issue. It was really scuffed. Welcome to a Bethesda video game. If a Bethesda game came out and worked on release, I'd have more questions than answers. We just unlocked the F333 SP Ferrari, but I'm going to save that for the last endurance race at Sebring. This combo is the hardest one in the game. R1 cars at Sebring, maybe because we're not starting 7th, this will be a little bit easier, but... Even New Vegas was fucked on release. I remember buying it, and me and all my friends pre-ordered it from HMV, which will date me. We went to HMV to get it the first day it came out, and I remember playing it, and it was so buggy. It was so buggy. And I preferred Fallout 3 just because it worked better. Glad to be back. Yeah, dude, I'm glad you're all right. How's that from 2 going? So we had basically just started. We had 2 championships left to go in, like, the Pro Series. We ended up playing Super Spec Rallycross. It's like an indie game that just came out today on Steam. Exclamation mark. Oh, that was close. Exclamation mark SSRX if you're curious. They reached out and were like, hey, you played our game demo and you seemed you liked it. Would you like the full game? Here's the code. Please play it on stream or not. That's cool too. I was like, I will absolutely play your game. Very fun. We beat it in about an hour, but it's a $10 game. That's kind of what it's there for. Oh, I shit from there. Oh, my God. That scared me. I was sure we were clear. I looked back. I'm like, they're so far back there. It was not far back enough. Because the AI used TC and ABS, I guess a lot of the like slow speed exits here and a lot of the heavy braking zones into slow speed corners. That, I think the AI are just very well optimized for Sebring. Like, it's so tough. They're so good on the brakes. They have such good acceleration on the exits. Turn 1 is the only corner they're not good at. Tempo. Oh, God damn it. I should have made those setup changes that I did to the R8 when I used it here. Just the brake bias would have helped. No Le Mans in this game. I think it wasn't until Forza 4? Awkward. We made a mistake. I was for Ghosty. We made a mistake with teaching Alice racing terms. She has power now. More power, actually. All right, here we go. We got to catch Spaghetti Man. If I need to restart this race, I do hope I remember to change the brake bias. I was gonna use that job, but I was like, it's not gonna be very good. I don't wanna struggle so much. I'm already playing the game on hard. So I was like, I like the Bentley. I've never used the Bentley in the game yet. Aaron. Spaghetti Man's fucking flying. Oh my god, here we go again. Hold her wide, hold her wide, hold her wide, it's fine. This is going to be tough. Ferrari's very quick. I think I could do 43s here, though. But it took me like 20 laps to get it down. But Spaghetti Man's very fast. Nope. Nope. I've learned my lesson from last time. I could not be the AI until I made 2 very small changes. Then there you go. Bit quicker on the high-speed corner since that's where we'll gain. We're going to lose on the straight. Nothing I can do about that. And then the slightly more rear brake bias is just it understeers in the corners under heavy braking. Dude, this thing's a rocket coming out of the corners. Yep, I knew that was coming. I should have went defensive. I looked at the distance and went, I think we're good. Nope, I should have known we were not good. AI are dumb. They brake so late. God damn it. Up the bunghole. Dude, that's where I poop. Yeah, because we're going to have to hit the retry a bunch, this is why I think we're going to not be able to do the endurances tonight. Get out of my left here again. Yeah, sorry about that thing. It won't happen again. Smiley. Smiley face. Oh! Suck it, Spaghetti Man! Run away! I'm about to get noodled here, though. Oh, shit. Woohoo! Yeah, the brake bias helped a ton. See, hashtag, that causes me pain in my soul. It's coming home, lads. Football. I love Audis. My name's Taylor. I'm not sure if you're right on that, John, but I'm not confident enough to say that you're wrong. I think I watched a documentary where this car raced here, but I don't remember the name of it, when it was. They did, Alice. They won the thing. They did a football. They took George to football. The Bugatti got revved up. Yeah, I think I watched a documentary on some other car and how it was really bad, and it happened to race at the same time as the Speed 6 or Speed 8. Hello, John. Welcome to Hexalice, twitch.tv/Hexalice. She just straight up lies on the internet. Alice, you are trying to lie to a man with almost encyclopedic knowledge on stuff. So good luck. Who invited you to my birthday party? Sketchy. Chad, I had Alice lie to me to my face about things that I knew were wrong, and for whatever reason I believed her, and then went, wait a minute. Is it? I didn't know that, John. Is it like a regional airport or something? Okay, that makes sense. Like, what if there's a race going on? They just say, hey, plane, fuck off. But if it's a regional airport, it's exactly what they do. The Italian is mad. Oh my God. You know that front to rear contact? Yeah, broke my side pods. Oh, it's not turning anymore. Come on, this game. I lightly tapped the car in front, and it destroyed the side of my car. Now it no longer turns. It just makes sense. I got such a better exit, yet they're still pulling away. Like they're fucking... Oh my god, I can't do that. The Ferrari with traction control is genuinely like busted. Like, look how fast they pull away. Holding steady here. It's not over, but it's definitely going to be a lot more difficult. I had a bump. Well, don't pinch me then. Like I was there. My corner. Response, Florida. Man, I missed F-Zero. Oh! Oh, they got hit. Something happened. They must have went off track or something. Well, they're right behind my teammate now. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They're all of a sudden they're in third and they dropped a ton of time. I think they may have got hit by the other AI. I'll say that the AI in this game is indeed primitive. It's nowhere near as good, you know, but when it is good, it's so good. Like, yes, and a lot of, like, in D-Class, they suck. And at some tracks, they just break for no reason. But R1 at Sebring is a very good combo with the AI. Yeah, something really happened back there. I don't know. Forza turns 20. Impending doom? I don't know. They added a radar to the game like they have in ACC. And I wanted to weigh in on this on Twitter, and then I realized it was on Twitter, and I went, no, I'm going to not do that. But I do have an opinion. All right, stretch first. But I do have an opinion on all this. People were mad, because of course people are going to be mad. It's the internet. And then I remember I saw Nick, AR12Dick, retweet, hey, we want a radar. Adds radar for, like, cars. And then they're like, well, it's just copying ACC. He's got a point, but they also have a point. Dallas. Yeah, I realize what I was saying. But, like, unfortunately, what my take is a nuanced take. Where, yes, the fact that they have a radar in the game, which is something the game should have shipped with, first of all, is very neat. Something that the community has been asking for, and that's cool. However, stylistically, it's very, it looks like identical to the ACC one. Like, no extra effort, nothing. Like, all the colors are the same. It is identical. It looks like an Assetto Corsa mod. It is so lazy. Yeah, like, the fact that it's in the game as a tool, it should have been there in day one, and I don't understand why it wasn't. However, the actual, like, UI of it is identical to Assetto Corsa Competizione. It looks exactly the same. Like I said, it looks like an Assetto Corsa 1 mod that somebody did to make it look like ACC. Not very well done at all. So I get why both sides are like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because if I was a Forza Motorsport, like a current day Forza Motorsport player, I'd be like, this is cool, but it's such a metaphor to everything that has been in this game. Where it looks like it's a really, really cool idea, just very lazily done without a whole lot of thought and love and time and effort. Could you imagine if, like, the silhouette for the car changed depending on what car you drove? That'd be neat. That'd be cute. Top 5 favorite racetracks of all time, by the way. It is South Mosport. Oh, the turbo lag was way worse than I thought. I thought second would be a good idea. It was not. So, yeah. Nick's got a point where he's like, why is everybody complaining? The community literally asked for this. He's right. But also, it would have been nice for them to put, like, their own little Forza. No, tell a lie. It's not identical. Let's say the player car is blue instead of yellow. Ooh. Dude, Georgia is like a typical South, like Southern hospitality South. Oh my God, 100, almost 200 miles an hour on the back straight. That's crazy. So long, Gay Bowser. It actually turns too good now. Dorset. Has the Edgar Norwan update come out yet for GT7? I think I'm going to go back and do some GT on the wheel. Be a fun wheel game without having to, like, actually do stuff. John, I want to use it for the endurance at the end of the game. I explained it before you got here. Forza used to do, like, I don't know if they were weekly or monthly tournaments where they would pick a car in a class, and you'd have to submit a leaderboard time, and the highest, like, the certain percent of the leaderboard times would get taken, and then you'd be able to do a race on, like, a certain day and a certain time. Basically, it was like what iRacing does, but the seeding took, like, a month or a week. I don't remember how long it took. I made it into one of them, and my friend dared me to do it in my racing suit, so I sent him a picture of me doing the race in my racing suit. This was before I streamed, and I did it in the Ferrari. So that car in this game is also, like, very cool to me, because it was technically, it wasn't for prizes or anything. It's just something Forza put on. Yeah, it was neat. So you'd have, like, all week to put down your best lap times, and then if you were, I don't remember how many they took. It was the top 100, the top 50, and then would seed them all into a race. and then you would race at a certain time. It was cool. I don't remember how well I did in the race, so I definitely didn't win, but I remember just making it, and I was like, this is the cool... I was like 16. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done in a video game. It's like literally how iRacing works now, but at the time, this was like insane. It's like you're telling me I can go online instead of just playing with a bunch of random goobers. I'm going to get matched up with people that are similar skill to me based on a week of seeding? Incroyable. Incredible. Pretty much, Alice. Pretty much. And this was the game that I had a PS3, and then I watched some Team Blackjack videos and went, that's what I need to be doing right now. This is where all the fun is. Shout out to the new video that Landon put out, by the way, on Squeeze86, the YouTube channel. One of the coolest drift videos I've ever seen. Super heavily edited, a bunch of 3D graphics and stuff. It was insane. It was such a fun watch. Used the damn son a little bit too much, but other than that. Thunder, I literally, like, I had a PS3 and I was happy with it. And then my brother kept borrowing it. And then I saw, like, Project Blackjack's videos on Forza 2. I went, no. No, I need an Xbox. I already kind of wanted one because all my friends had Xboxes. And I wanted to play Call of Duty and stuff with them. But that's what sealed the deal for me. I was ready to deal with it. Then I saw how cool the Forza community looked and went, no, I need to get on this. For PS4. I mean, it had its advantages and disadvantages. Having played a lot of, like, Call of Duty 4 on PS3, there was a lot of lowest common denominator people there. It wouldn't be a Call of Duty session if you didn't hear somebody ignoring their crying child in the background to go 0-12 in Team Deathmatch. And then call everybody who decided to kill them even once a slur. Not that Xbox was free from that, but... yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. I don't know, I feel like it set them apart, though, having free online. There was also a rumor that the Xbox had better players, and I'm here to tell you that rumor, at least on Call of Duty 4, was true. And Modern Warfare 2. But I don't think they had better players, they just had less of them. Like the PS3, anybody could play online at any time. So you'd get like someone's 5-year-old like, goo goo gaga, the grenade, you know what I mean? But on Xbox, it was all like 15-year-old sweaty kids. With like 5 X's in their names. PlayStation Home. I have friends that had a really good experience with Home, but I played it for like a week and didn't get it. Ergonomic. The PS3 one was so light until they came out with the DualShock. My favorite bit, Alice, was whenever I'd get into an argument with somebody with like XX, like COD player XX. And as soon as the argument developed into like, fuck you, no fuck you, I'd be like, yo, you got X's in your name. What are you doing over here? Kissing your friends on the mouth? That's pretty gay. No, it's not what that means. I'm like, I don't know, man. When my grandma puts X's on my birthday cards, they mean kiss, kiss. Just saying. Just saying. Pretty sus. You wouldn't say the word sus back then, but Pretty peculiar, if you ask me. Trying to just get a clean lap in without any penalties. This version, yeah. We were talking about it a bit earlier. I figured for GTA 6, I'll finally bite the bullet and get one used or something. I'm not going to use it very often, so I don't want to get one brand new. Do you want a PS5 just for GT7? Like, the PS4 version was fine. It doesn't have GT Sophie, but, like... So? Unless that is, like, a deal breaker for you. Oh! Weed! I want to go faster, but I can't. Intent down, perfect. Kelp, look at my best lap time in the top right. Yeah, it's a PS5. It just replaces your PS4, right? On the PS5 version. Yeah, so the way I got my PS4 one was I got the PS5 Ultimate Edition that came with a digital copy of 4. If you are a physical media person, which, to be fair, so am I, then yeah, sure, that makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen a physical copy of PS4, GT7 on PS4 anyway. I've only ever played mine on the PS4, other than like the load times being a little bit longer than the PS5 version, which you would never notice unless somebody told you. And it was fine. I had fun with it. But yeah, I don't think they made a physical version, so that's a deal breaker for you, and I get it. Yeah, literally the only difference is GT Sophie and some load times. That's kind of it. Even the graphics are pretty close from what I've saw. Yeah, I don't even own, like, all my panels in my house are 1080p. I don't have anything higher than 1080p. I'd like a 1440p panel, but I'm not sold on it. Is dog shit? Sure is. We get to play through that soon. Oh no, home field advantages. This is a Ferrari track. I didn't know that until recently. I thought they only had... Oh, hello. I thought they only had Fiorano. Nope, they had this one too. But the AI are really bad in one corner on this whole track. And it's this one. I had nowhere to go. You could basically do that section almost flat, but the AI lifts really bad for some reason. Yeah, I had fun playing it once, Ghosty, and I feel like it's not going to be as funny the second time. Like, playing Need for Speed 2015 is like watching a bad movie on purpose. Like, I went into it and just fucking laughed the whole time. It's one of the worst written games I've ever played. You know how, like, you have moments in some games where, like, somebody will say something kind of odd, and you're like, nobody talks like that in real life. That's Need for Speed 2015 the whole game, though. Like, the whole game, the whole way through. I need to go look at the credits again and see who wrote the game, because I imagine it's Sven Svensson, who did not speak a lick of English and then just, like, Google translated everything. And the people saying the lines know that it sounds stupid, so their lines are, like, their delivery is super awkward. Cox! Yeah, John, if you do you. I just, like, I don't want to see someone get a expensive console for one game. Because the PS4 version is so comparable, like, it's so close. Like, if and when I get a PS5, it'll be nice to play GT7 the way, air quotes, as it was intended, but I'm not. Man, I miss playing, like, OG Halo on PC. I wonder if it still has its servers. Like, not Master Chief Collection Halo 1. I mean, like, Combat Evolved for the PC, for Windows. I played that so much. I played race modes, unsurprisingly, in that game every Friday when my brother went out to hang out with his friends. Because his computer was so much better than the one that my house had. So I vividly remember this. I go downstairs after my parents fell asleep. I asked my brother, like, hey, are you coming home tonight? He'd be like, nope. So I'd go downstairs at, like, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, put on, like, Metallica and Pantera, and just play Halo all night. I have vivid memories of this. That was, like, my first really, like, true online gaming experience. I think, Alice, that doesn't sound like the first time I've heard that. Tell it again. So I think that I mentioned this whole story. I used to play, BFM was the name of the servers. And, like, they had rules where you weren't allowed to chase kills. Like, you had to do the racing first, the killing second. So you actually had to try and get all the checkpoints. You couldn't just drive around killing people or you'd get kicked. It was really fun, dude. If those servers are still up. I still have my disc and everything. I just need a disc ready thingy majig. I remember I tried playing through Halo 1, struggled a little bit, and then people stopped watching it, so I stopped going through it. I wanted to play through, like, all the Halos to understand the story. Poor fucking Tom has played the game 100 times, is pulling his hair out. You're going the wrong way! I'm like, what do do? I'm used to playing Call of Duty, man. It's so linear, it's stupid. On stream. We did Cursed Halo that one night during the streamathon. And then it was years ago. Like I said, I'm going to start doing one day a week where I'm just Let's Playing, like, some random game. Like, GTA 3 is going to be on the list. Because it's on my other list. And then, like, I wanted to play Fallout 3 for ages. I have, like, 3 JRPGs I wanted to play, and I've never really played one ever. A lot of old Mario stuff. I don't know why I've been wanting to play Super Mario RPG so bad, but I have. JRPGs. Tales of games. And then Final Fantasy VII. Like, I used to play Tales of Symphonia all the time, but I never played it. Like, I play the healer. I told you when we were here, I play the healer character and then have all my friends do all the lore and the puzzles. And I'd just be sitting on the corner on my phone or something. And then when it was time to fight, I would put my phone down, grab my controller, run off screen, and then just cast spells, which is all you had to do as the healer. Twitch is a stupid website, Ghosty. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm gonna start playing through like non-traditional Aero games, if that makes sense. GTA 3 is a game that I have on my list that I want to redo anyway. What's up, Pop? They wouldn't be playthroughs, though, Alice. They'd be more like, hey, I have this game on my shelf. I'll play it if you want me to, but it's only going to be, like, for an hour or whatever. We played a little bit of Pokemon Coliseum. I think that's technically a JRPG. Have a good night, John. I'm glad that you are safe from the cane. Ghosty, the problem with me is I literally have not played traditional video games. And that's very, very, very little hyperbole. Like, think of like a classic, oh, everybody's played that, and I guarantee you I haven't. And if I have, it was for like a day when I was like 5. I played Crash Bandicoot Warped, which is a game that I remember fondly playing as a kid on stream, and I fucking struggled. Not recently, Alice. I played Wind Waker. I think I beat Wind Waker as a kid, but don't quote me. And then me and my friends as a teen beat Twilight Princess. But my copy of Ocarina of Time was always 100% like completed, so I would just get on and like kind of walk around and explore and like make up my own stories because I was a kid. But I never like played through the game because I was like, I don't know, no race cars. I think I'd like Ocarina of Time. I remember trying to get into Majora's Mask and just found like the whole day mechanic really annoying. It gets better the farther you go, but as a kid, I was like, nah, this sucks. But I was not a cultured child. TBF, to be fair. PC port. I have them both on 64. My ex from like a million years ago left a holographic copy of Ocarina of Time behind and Majora's Mask, and she never asked for either of them back. Her 64 is still here. We broke up like in 2016, and I still have her N64, and I like want to trade it in for store credit at the game store that I go to, so I could probably get like $100, but I'd feel like a real piece of shit if she asked for it back, and I was like, I don't have it, sorry. Like, I'd be fucking heated. Legally, I know, but it's not like she has the means to come and get it. I live 6 hours away and she doesn't drive. And every time I go home to visit, I forget to bring, like, the last tote of her stuff back. The Hot Friends roll. Just, you have to connect your Discord to Twitch. It's not manual. It's automatic. I don't know, Pop. I just, like, think about what would I do if I decided I wanted my N64 back and then asked my ex, hey, do you still have it? And then they went, no, I traded it in at a game store for store credit. I'd be pretty fucking mad. Regardless how long it was there, it still's not mine, right? Yeah, it's not a manual roll. They can't, well, she physically, like, can't do that. She lives 6 hours away and does not drive. She doesn't know when I'm coming down to visit. And, like, we're not, she's not a bastard, but we don't, like, talk. Like, when our cat passed away, we messaged a bit, and that was it. I know each other on socials. Oh no, like we still like talk very like twice a year. But I don't know, I don't really go out of my way for conversations with her, you know? Like, hey, ex-girlfriend of like 10 years ago, how's it going? Oh, that was oh. I had a really good idea there and it didn't work. Why do you laugh? Thanks. That's what I tried to do. Thank you, video game. Very cool. Yeah, maybe next time I go down, I'll finally, like, just give that thing back. She's got one more bin of stuff here that I keep forgetting to bring back. Maybe I'll finally just get it over with. I might go down in August for a concert. My favorite band's playing there for some reason. I'm not going to complain, but I don't get it. And they're not playing anywhere near here. So I might drive down there to go see them and say hi to... Oh, for fucking shitballs. She's going to want it. It's her childhood N64, a bunch of her old cosplay stuff, a bunch of like albums of artists she really likes. She literally cannot come and get them. She can't. She's not going to take a bus 6 hours to go get one tote of things. That's stupid. I went to upshift. But like, I don't tell her like, hey, I'm coming down. Do you want that thing? I just fucking, God damn it! I just show up and I leave, so I don't have to talk to her. So it's on me too. Yeah, I'll ask one more time. I've been in this bin about 100 times. She said I could get rid of one of her copies of a game because she owed me money, so I sold it. That was the only thing. I don't know, dude. Like I said, I know it's been a million years, and like the rule is like if it stays there that long, it's yours. But I would feel so fucking bad. I would feel very guilty. Whether it's right or not, I don't really care. The AI is actually terrible here. I just got cleaned out. And the guy who, the paynodes that hit me was being hit. Oh yeah, N64 is probably worth like $150 now with a controller and all of its cables. Like, should she have left it here? No, but the circumstances of us breaking up. It's not like she's like, I'm moving out, and then took all of her things. She went, I'm going home for the summer, I'll be back in the fall, and then never came back. God damn it! So like, I'm leaving. I'm taking all my things. For 20. Just because they're being sold for 20 doesn't mean they're worth 20. I just got back from the flea market. I think they were complete for like a black one. Canadian was, I think it was 150, but it was over 100 for sure. Which means if I went to them and said, I would like to sell this, please, I could probably get $60 to $80 of store credit. I'm getting annoyed now. It's almost like we had significantly less people, so there's significantly less things to go around. Games are just more expensive here. There's a reason when I go to the States and end up going to a game store, I load up on shit. Even with the exchange rate, it's so much cheaper. PS2s are almost $100 now. Which is like wild to think about when you could go to I was tripping over PS2s for $20 not that long ago. Obviously, if you know where to look, you can find shit cheaper. Like, if you put the work in and, like, look on eBay or, like, go to yard sales and whatever. But I mean, like, just going on eBay, finding one, buy now. No hassle, no struggle. Just click, click, done. Yep. Now's the time if you want to start collecting for PS3 or 360. They're getting a little bit harder to find, and the prices are starting to go up. Yeah, Pop, that's your source. That's not common. Like I said, just because you can find it doesn't mean that's what every person's going to do. That doesn't mean what the value is. You're just getting a good deal. I guarantee you, if you go to like a games reseller or put it up on eBay, one of the fantastic colored consoles, you can get $100 for it easy. US. Well, I was gonna buy an Xbox 360 Slim when I went to the go when I went to the flea market, but even then it was a little bit expensive. It was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. So I didn't know they still made transfer cables for the hard drives. Yeah, the only reason I got an Elite 360 when my disk drive started to go on my original one is because it was $20 at a thrift store. And the other one was 10. That's why I put a hole in it. And then the faceplate was worth more than the Xbox was. But I was like, no, I want to use my hard drive. I don't want to get one of the new ones. But if I could just I didn't know you could still get hard drive cables easily. HDMI. They're also hilariously fucking expensive unless you know where to look. Or find someone who doesn't know what they have. Any backwards compatible PS3, if it's owned by anybody who has a clue, thinks it's worth $500. Stupid. I didn't realize, this was like about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit earlier. I didn't realize that I have an 80 gig PS3, not a 60. And that the 60 gigs have better backwards compatibility than the 80 gigs. I thought it was just all the same. I didn't know that. I learned. And I was like, just for fun, I went on eBay. Holy fucking moly. Get fucked. Aaron, people are taking advantage of people's unwillingness to do any sort of, like, electronic work. And I'm absolutely in that boat. I'm pretty sure my PS2 is in need of a new laser. And I don't want to do it. And I'm fully prepared to pay somebody else to do it, even if it's not worth it. Like, even if it would be cheaper to buy a soldering iron and do it myself, I don't want to do it. What got me was Ryan wanted a modded original Xbox, and they were like $400. It's supply and demand, though. If people are asking those prices, that's because people are paying them. Aaron, I guarantee it comes preloaded with a bunch of games, so they don't have to look. You know what I mean? Drop them in. I think that... am I crazy? Or are they attached to the console? Oh, that might be 360 I'm thinking about. I still don't want to do it, Pop. I'm still not interested in doing it. The laser is like $5. I have this guy's card, so all I have to do is like send him an email. And see what he says. So I'm still not like 100% oh, shit. Well, restarting. Awesome. Assembly is incorrect. Because I researched this. Because my disk drive was going in my 360, and I went, well, I'll just buy another one. Like a disk drive. Nope. There's some sort of dumb proprietary bullshit. I don't quite remember what it is. But I looked into it. PS2, I don't remember. I don't know why I didn't think to get a whole new disk drive. Yeah, I'll stand my ground on because I looked this up. Because I was going to repair it myself and then looked that up and went, what the fuck? That's bullshit. Come on, guys! Useless. Stop car, brake for corner, no crash. Crash bad, make car go expensive. Well, that doesn't mean it has a serviceable drive assembly. That means it has a serviceable drive assembly if you flash the firmware. Dude, they race so good until like one corner on one track, they forget everything. All right, we should be all right now. Oh, there they go. It's literally like the back half. I can't stand when people do that. They're like, oh, yeah, you can just do this. It's easy. And then you're like, wait a minute. This doesn't work. Like, oh, yeah, you got to do this, this, and this first. Ooh, me setting up fucking PCSX2 on stream when I told all of you. Someone was like, yeah, it'll take 5 minutes. It took me 2 hours. Maybe not 2 hours. At least an hour. I was like, yeah, the game's not working. Oh, yeah, you got to change this setting first. Oh, yeah, the memory card doesn't want to work. Oh, yeah, you need to inject to save. How do I do that? Oh. I'm so hungry. PCSX2 last November? The thing is, though, it's something that everybody only does once. You set up your emulator once. You don't think about it. Aaron, all I had to do was open a game with the memory card and everything worked. Yeah, it's like nightly or something, right? Thunder, again, when you do something once, it's very hard to explain somebody how to do it when you've only done it once and don't remember every detail. So, sure, somebody who uses an emulator every day or often... Oh, yeah, super easy, no worries. And then I was like, okay, so I'll just download PCSX2, take 10 seconds, bing, bang, boom, we're going to be wrestling. Yep. And then I download it, and I'm like, well, where are all the settings? I don't understand where everything is. Oh, no, you got the wrong one. You need the nightly one. I'm like, well, how was I supposed to know that? I'm not getting mad at chat. I'm just proving my point. Like, oh, okay, well, I'll uninstall this one, and keep in mind, that's after like 20 minutes of trial and error. I'll uninstall this one and get the other one. Okay, I've got the other one. It's still not working. Oh, yeah, well, you need to change this and make sure this is this and this is this. I'm like, well, this is not 2 clicks then. I fucking... AI's bullshit. I don't want to be doing this anymore. I dare look at chat. Thunder, it's not as bad as it was 5 years ago, but it is not click, click, go anymore. It isn't. That's 90% of the reason I don't fuck with emulators. A, because I have the hardware. If for whatever reason I want to play a Sega Saturn game, I'm not going to buy a Sega Saturn. Everything that I want, 90% of the shit that I wanted to Let's Play, it's something I've wanted to own anyway. So just having the hardware, I get extra penis fizz out of that. 2, I really have never used emulators, which is funny because I started my whole YouTube channel on emulators. But I've never used them, so I don't know how to troubleshoot shit. I don't know what settings to change to get things to look better, worse. It's so fucking frustrating. Opening a program I've never used before, then having 40 people call you a fucking idiot backhanded because you don't know what you're doing. Or at least have 40 people staring at you and feeling like a fucking idiot. Third, if I put the game in the console, it'll play it exactly how I remember. Some emulators, there's like texture issues, like for certain games. I know F-Zero at GX was a bit off. It wasn't that bad, but it was a bit off. I say this all the time. I understand the appeal for emulators. If you use emulators to play every game that you've ever played, that's fine. I get a lot of extra enjoyment playing it the long way. And the way oh, come on! Come on! It's only 11:30. That's so bullshit. Oh yeah, Dorset, it's not that bad. Watch. Wait. Okay, will make me look stupid then, I guess. If you like lightly jiggle the battery pack, it comes disconnected. It's not like bad enough of a problem to do anything about it. I'm getting really fucking annoyed now. Well, Thunder, again, like a lot of, like, my N64 is my childhood N64. I ended up buying a PS2, but I'm in a position where I can, like, put that on my taxes. It's a business expense, you know? Which is hilarious. My 360, I had it. PS3, I already owned one. PS4, I already owned. Like, I already have all these consoles that I would want to emulate. If somebody right now who did not own a PS2 was like, man, Gran Turismo 4 seems fun.
He's pulling his cock out.
I want to buy it. You know? Again, just going off of, like, generic eBay prices. $80 for a PS2, $15 maybe for a copy of the game. You might need a controller. That eBay purchase might not come with it. That's another $45. And a lot of people using emulators are younger. Nobody's parents are going to give their kid like $150 to get a retro console that could just die tomorrow. I just think it's funny that in 10 years, we went from like, hey, you use an emulator, you're a piece of shit, fuck you, like console elitists, to the exact opposite now. Of like, if you don't use an emulator, people look at you weird. I think that's very peculiar. Like, it didn't happen, like, there wasn't that many people who came in when I was playing GT3 that I was like, why use emulator? But, like, It was at least like 1 or 2. We're alive. They're like, what are your PCSX2 settings? This looks great. I'm like, I'm playing on a PS2. They're like, why? Because I have a PS2 and I wanted to? Yeah, but you can play it in 4K on an emulator. You literally said it looked great. I don't get it. I used to hate DualShock 3 controllers, and I always thought I was being goofy. When they first came out, with just the 6-axis, they were so light. And I was like, why? It feels like a toy. Even the ones after, they never felt. I swear I could take a PS2 controller and whack it against a fucking brick for an hour, and it will still work. You breathe on a PS3 controller wrong, it just shatters into a million pieces. It feels cheap. You went from, like, one of the best designed tanky... Oh, my God! You're so fast everywhere else, but yet you're dog shit here. I'm getting actually pissed off now. No, dude. Especially because I think we have, like, 2 races left. And then we just have the endurances left. I'm getting genuinely tilted. Chat, I'm not talking to you for the first, like, lap. I will gladly jump back in wherever the conversation is, but there's been too much fucking stupid Forza bullshit. I will see you in a minute. Apparently I have to be ready for random brake checks, fucking getting drilled from behind, AO. Track blockers. Fucking Christ. I'm hungry! I want craft dinner! It'd be really dope if we both just drove off the track again. That'd actually be fantastic if you guys just both want to be dumb idiots and make my life really easy. Nope, or just cut me off again. As long as the car's not damaged, we're fine. Once you get any damage, it drives like dog shit. There's nothing you can do. They're so fucking bad here. I'm going. Pussy out. Quit. Give up. Back off. Thank you. I actually hate this game. I'll brake 5 times before the corner, but I'll run you over in the braking zone. It just makes sense. All this after Sebring, a track where I have to change the setup and sweat to even get close. I done get it. That's what I mean. When the AI in this game is good, it's so good. When they're bad, it's like you can see the Forza 1 AI here. There's a fly on my knee. The anxiety going into that corner every fucking time. And then I still gotta drive a very fast car around the Nürburgring without making mistakes for 2 laps. You are keeping me away from my hot dog craft dinner. I'm getting upset. What is on my face? There's like a bug that just, I keep trying to brush it away and it just lands somewhere else. Pick on somebody else, whatever fly you are. Okay, so we have gap. Oh, hold on. Did I kill you this time? Fucking asshole. All right, brake. I might crash doing this, but it's worth a chance. Ah! Just get out of the way. I'm gonna have enough trouble getting around the track. I'm actually pissed I did it first time and then just ate shit all on my own. And now I'm stuck. It would help if I could get a really good start, but I don't have traction control, and they do. This reminds me of that one time I got stuck at Sebring in that one race in R1, but I had to leave the next day, and I was getting really pissed off, but I'm not as angry. So I am being denied dinner right now, but it's not like, oh no, I need to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is a minor oh my fucking god, dude. Who was it? Was it Aaron? Aaron that said this is just the Forza Motorsport 2 online experience? I should have known that was coming. I should have just assumed the die from outer space was coming. Oh, go, 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 go. How the fuck? Thanks, Peugeot, you fucking dickhead. And because they're too wide, I'm going to have to lift, and then I'm going to get hit. All right, that wasn't clean, but no damage. There's something flying. I think I got it. Uh-oh. You'll be fine. You still have it. You'll be all right. Come on. They're still side by side. Like, just... This is so annoying. The track's hard enough as it is. And I'm braking for them, and then the AI, because they're racing, the AI who's not racing is all on my ass now. So what do? I'm gonna back way the fuck off. I love this game. It's like they know what they're doing. It's like, oh, well, if you brake here and I brake here, we can block the whole track and there's no way anyone else can get past. If they were just nose to tail, I could have zipped by both of them, no issue. Holy shit, this is annoying. I'm about to throw my controller. This is so fucking stupid. I can't believe that gave me yellow front end, and then the car won't turn after that. I lightly tapped that other car. Yeah, your front end's killed, sorry. Can't get any minute. Well, in the last parts of this game, you are seeing the best and the worst of Forza 2. So the AI bullshit from Forza 1 is still here. Fortunately, when it works good, it works good. Also, I could totally negate all this by not playing the game on hard mode. But I've never beat the game on hard mode before, so I want to do that. Oh, not me, not me, not me, not me. I'm small. There's a corner there. Okay, now we have some gap. All right, we might be all right this time. I mean, Aaron, if I turn damage off and set to medium, this would be easy peasy. I have made this difficult on myself, but that's... I haven't touched the assists at all since the whole playthrough. Yeah, thanks for that. This is so goddamn annoying. Again, I think this is the second to last race, too. So it's like, once we're done this, we're cruising. And then we have 2 endurances to go, and then we're done. Asshole. One more. And we're gone. Jesus Christ. Now I just have to pay attention. Oh, I will absolutely fuck this up. I'm gonna throw it into a wall for sure. I'm gonna try and build like some gap and then just. No, actually, I'm just gonna. Oh no. Drive the 2 laps as fast as I can, because if I'm driving as fast as I can, I'm paying attention. If I'm chilling, I will hit stuff. So then I'm like, oh, what's up, chat? Da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going to not pay attention and fly off the track. But if I'm driving as about as quick as I can go, then I will be forced to pay attention. Or not as quick as I can go, but trying to go as fast as I can. As quick as I can go would be like, oh, I'm going to practice the track for a week. You guys know what I mean. You're not dumb. I'm doing it like rally style. I'm trying to go fast, but I'm braking like maybe 10% earlier than I normally would. Just so I don't bomb a corner on the brakes and fucking eat guardrail. I can hear them hitting each other back there. Yeah, the Ferrari fucked up. Yeah, the Ferrari's super fucked up. Okay. We're definitely in the clear now. I just have to not fuck up for a lap and a half. If only there wasn't like 5 corners, the AI just didn't go, I'm going to stop now. I mean, to be fair, I'll take this. This is way less irritating than the AI being super good, and then I have to keep crashing trying to keep up with them. This is the way lesser of 2 evils, I guess. Because once we're clear, we're gone. I'd rather do that than have to race my ass off just to keep up with them. And then keep crashing on my own. At least have the AI to blame it on. This is where I died, I think. It's my favorite part of the track, but it's so fast in this. There's offset. I'm sure there's a good reason for that. Is it based on driving position, maybe? I think so. Do I have to brake there? No. But if I take it full throttle and damage the front end, which is something that you can do, I'll be very mad. And I don't think they're going to catch me. But it's like, if the front end's busted and I can't take a corner as fast as I think I can, and I hit a fence, I am going to shit my pants. All right, that's lap 1. Thank God. That took way too long. It's not over yet, but... Probably, Aaron. I'm putting 4 goddamn chicken hot dogs in there. We're living dangerously tonight. Yeah, Tan, because look where my driver is. I think it's, visibility thing. I'm not intelligent. I don't know. Oh my god, I thought I was in the grass there. Oh, what am I doing? I think we're going to Laguna Seca after this too, and that's a really tough track for the AI with these. Not impossible, but it will be tough. Ooh, that was close. I mean, I'm probably going to end up doing the 24-hour race here next year if it doesn't conflict with my schedule. There's been too many people trying to talk me into too many 24-hour races. If it wasn't for the damage either, I would have been done by now. I just know how damage works in this game, where it looks like it's not a big deal, and then all of a sudden you get to a corner and your front tires don't work anymore. That's why I kept resetting when I get a little bit of damage, because I know for a fucking fact I'm going to get to a corner, try to turn, it's not going to make it, and then I'm going to hit the wall hard, and then I will be broken. Too fast. Oh no, that's not the okay. The one corner I'm thinking of is after this like slow complex. And Bromento. Oh, I forgot to take my multivitamins today. I think. No, I did this morning. Can't lie. Usually you could tell if I have like, because they're blue, you'll see it on my tongue. But did I take my multivitamin today? And I'll go look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I did. No! I'm not having an itchy nose cost me 10 minutes of my life. Jesus, it's so touchy. Think about what I did on it. Yeah, dude, I bought like one a day, like men's gummies, and it might just be placebo, but I do feel better. And I feel like if I'm eating like garbage, at least it's a good way. Like if I don't have any vegetables, it's like a good way to. It's not perfect, but it's something. So I only eat one meal a day now, and sometimes those meals aren't healthy. I'm like, well, damn. Oh, shit. I ate like crap today, but at least with the multivitamin, it's like maybe it's just placebo, but I feel a little bit better. That and a coffee is my breakfast. else YouTube cornered. I just remember having this in the game was so wild. Like, the Nürburgring being in a video game at this time was, like, genuinely a really big deal. Now it's, like, if it's not in the game, that's a problem. But, dude, that was so wild to me that having the Nürburgring in Forza 2 was a really, really big deal. And then it never came back for Forza 5, and they didn't think people were going to be pissed off about that. Like, this was literally a game seller 3 games ago, and now you're like, eh. Let's put our shitty fucking Czech Republic track in there. People will like it. Yeah, people joke about it now because this is a pretty, like, rough rendition, Aaron, but at the time, this was wild. We're sub 620. No, I tried. Still like 20 seconds a lap faster. I am speed. Yep, one more. It's Laguna Seca. This might be tough as well. At least it won't be. I fingers crossed. At least it won't be bullshit. We'll see, but I don't think it will be bullshit. If I was in World War II, they'd call me Spitfire. And then after this, we have 2 endurances at about 45 minutes. They're going to be tough. We have 2 endurances at about 45 minutes. Which, if everything goes well, which it won't, but if it does, it'll only take about 2 hours, I think. Hour and a half. And then, I'm going to build drift cars. That's not today. That's not today. That'll be in the last part. So if you're watching this on the VOD. No, I think they call you... Didn't think I spoke your language, did ya? I'm a man of many talents. Penis. Maybe the Ferrari will just be OP and we can destroy them at Sebring. That car looks so fast. Oh, shit. Don't hit me. I'm sorry. I forgot the trap there. Live in the moment. The kink, you're like, okay, cool, I can dive really, like, shallow, cut the dirt a little bit and take the corner tighter. But there's, like, because of the bump, it kicks you out wider. I don't know if that's, like, an actual Laguna Seca thing, but it's a Forza Laguna Seca thing. Forza 2 Laguna Seca thing. Good news is we do look fast compared to the AI. We're catching right back up. Thank you, French. Please don't rear-end me. They thought about it. Oh. Tu sais mes ballons, tabarnak! Suck my balls. Don't you fucking do it. You're French. All you know how to do is quit. Leave me alone. When weenus. Good times. I don't want any more coffee in my waters on the other table, Ghosty. When this race is over, I will... Oh, shit. I will physically get up and go have a drink. I made that coffee way too strong. I don't know why it's so bleh today, but... I think I put in like a little extra beans, and I think that ruined it. Aaron, if he doesn't punch you in the head, he's the one. All right, now the Ferrari decided to get up and go. Okay. I love you, Forza. Never change. Now Wayne's like, all right. That could have been very bad. Can't have a cappuccino. Alright, we're fine. We're a second quicker. Oh, it was like the R2s that were tough here. Where I had to drive my ass off, and I was only like slightly better than the Corvette, I think. Oh no, it was S-Class. It was the Corvette Cup. I remember. So Sebring is just like the AI's final final boss. Sebring and fast cars. Well, I think I'm going here. See you later, Spaghetti Man. I was convinced I was getting rear-ended there. All right. 5 laps to go until mac and cheese. Until I can craft, whoa, my dinner. No pun intended. Pun somewhat intended. The rim shot button. Isn't that when, like, you put your tongue on someone's butthole? Fart bots. Town. Rattle 'em, boys. Are you ready to be rattled? I'm trying too hard. No, no, no. I don't have room to be an idiot yet. I'm like, well, what if I was speed? How about drive car? Dummy. Oh, that was like perfect.
Dummy.
Yeah. That's me. I think we can set at 110. Let's try that again. It was a bit too far to the inside, but it was better. I like tapped the curb on the left, and the car was just like, nope. The weight is not where you left it. I will not turn now. Thanks for playing. Oh my god, I'm trying to fuck this up. There's a what at McDonald's? America's pretty cool sometimes. Don't tell Americans I said that. They'll never let me live it down. I mean, we have ramen fries that I've been too scared to try. Which is just going to be like a ramen soup shaker mixed with French fries. I also missed the chicken cheeseburger. I had that once, went, that's awesome, and then they got rid of it. I mean, you can still do it. It's just extra steps. You have to get like a McChicken or a junior chicken and a McDouble. Throw out buns or just eat raw buns like a maniac. Wow, is it good? Listen, the only people who should make the menu at McDonald's are people who are so far from sober they can't remember their own name. Also known as Lil Yachty, which is why that whole thing happened. The man who took the walk to Poland knows his way around a hamburger, as it turns out. I bet you are, Aaron. Tank, I feel like you'll enjoy this. One of his nicknames is Lil Boat. Not that I that's like my two little Yachty facts. We can stand fourth there. It's the man. Thank you for making the video game. I don't know why I thought you were a European for some reason. Actually, I know exactly why. Interest in Rallycross must be from Europe. I'm gonna upload the hour and a bit that I played it. I can't wait for you to pull your hair out the entire time. Me going, I wish there was leaderboards, without looking to see if there was leaderboards. Dumbass. Good night, Kami. In case you guys are curious on who Volume Games is, they're the dev behind Super Spec Rallycross that we played today. Again, whatever. Damn it! If for whatever reason it was not in your Steam wish lists or whatever, yeah, what Aaron just did. It's very inexpensive, and for like a $10 or so video game, I think it's well worth your time. The BMW Motorsport, number 15, BMW Motorsport. Money! Oh, we got... Oh. 766,000 credits for beating the professional events, Abe. I forgot that that was a thing that happened. Wedge. How many speeds does this have? A reasonable amount of speeds. We now have 2 events remaining. Casual mill. Dude, you should have seen my actual, like, I had the glitched save as a kid. So I had 999999999. I'm like, that's probably why my game save corrupted. There was a way where if you sold a certain car and bought a certain car on the auction house, it just glitched all your credits up to like a bajillion. And then people who had glitch credits would be nice and gift the credits to other people through the auction house. It was cool. It's a good time. But yeah, I'm gonna go make craft dinner now. I think we're at 98% with 2 races left to go. So I have a sneaking suspicion there's no random crap hidden. Dude, I love playing this game, B-Roy, because this is the game I started making content on all, like, what, 15 years ago? So going back to it and be like, okay, it is a good video game. I remember it being a good video game. It's not nostalgia goggles. But also being super nostalgic for, like, where the community was and stuff at the time. It's been really fun. I am going to go make craft dinner now, though. That's the most Canadian thing I've ever said on the stream ever, I think. But next part, which will be maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It depends if iRacing's alive tomorrow. Because I did want to play iRacing tomorrow, but my need to get this game done is outweighing my need to drive street stocks. But even then, I could do the endurances, do some drifting, and play iRacing after.